What's up, gamers? Welcome back to Impossible Game Challenges Daily. I didn't do one of these last week because I was too tired. We're doing this again. Here we are. So, the one I was doing last time, I used, I think, this one. I think I used Clown Gwyn. I did win that, so that's good. I also won one with her. No, I didn't. I almost did. And then I won with this guy and with this guy. So we're up to this one. Does that show up? No, I got a little Steam pop-up, but it appears that it's smart enough to not show that. Anyway, so he starts with 2 druids, which is not a tower I'm particularly use a lot. So we're going to see how that goes. I also wanted to see if he ever learns how to hit camos. So druids get pierce. Druids have increased range. Oh, natured ward totems get camo. How did those work? Oh, he just does that. Okay, good. More storms. All magic monkeys in range. Oh, actually, okay, I think what this is saying is nature's ward totems slow balloons 40% and druids in his range. So I just want to dump him and put 100,000 druids all around him. We can do that. Great. So let's get this. Now, there is an achievement, and the achievement is not that. This one. Beat a campaign boss without bringing in any extra starter artifact. So, I want to try to get that one. So I'm going to just turn off my artifacts, and we're just gonna go in, like this. Is this a map that has 2 spawn points? It does not. Fair enough. So I am concerned about camo because I can't hit camo at all until we reach level 8. So it could be worth going for a recruit just for that. Alternatively, okay, so there's mentor. I could enhance. The only one I can enhance is this. So faster attacks, even more faster attacks. That's not bad. So, or I could try this to try to get someone who can hit camos. It's a tough call. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to recruit someone who can hit camos. What do we get? Okay, another druid is interesting, because that would combinatize well with our guy. But the whole point was to get someone to hit camos. I think this wizard can. Yeah. So I think it's going to be this wizard. That also fits with Abin liking magic, so that'll work. Hey, how's it going? So this is the new like roguelike mode I was telling you about. I've already started. I haven't done anything yet. So basically, you start a campaign, and all of the different heroes bring in different like parties with them and stuff. So my current party that I have is I've got this druid and this other druid and then this wizard. And obviously this guy. And you also collect these artifacts. So the only one I've got right now is this one, which means that my guys are less accurate but attack faster. So we have this big map, and we're going to go through the map. And then there's boss fight with this guy at the end. And I'm trying to beat this with all the different heroes in the game, for lack of a better thing to do with it. Anyway, I really enjoy it. So one of the things that this mode does that I really enjoy is that you start maps with way more money, and they're way shorter. Like you see, it only goes up to round 5. But the difficulty scales a lot faster as well. Like the guys they're throwing at you. So we're gonna put him here. So his deal is that he shoots a projectile, but also like druids in his range get lots of buffs, and other towers in his range get like some buffs. So we kind of want to just shove everyone right next to this guy, like this. By the way, let me know how the volume is. I think it is either good or quiet. So in this game, this is Bloons 6. In this game, every tower has 3 possible upgrade paths. You'll notice that this dude has already come... Exactly, the whole squad's here. This dude has come in already with upgrades. That's why he says 003 underneath him. So in this mode, when you have guys in your party, you can upgrade them, sort of meta upgrades, and then you can place them pre-upgraded. And upgrades you get here, like if they come in with the upgrade, they're way cheaper than having to actually just buy it. Okay, awesome. So like this dude, if I wanted to get up to Druid of Wrath on this guy, I'd have to buy Druidic Reach, and then I have to buy Heart of Vengeance, and then I have to buy Druid of Wrath. And so you see that's $100 plus $300 plus $600. But this die didn't cost that. Anyway, so it's good to have them upgraded in the thing here. Let's throw down this wizard also. So the druid path I usually go is these two to get Heart of Oak, which gets rid of so there's regrow balloons that you pop them and they'll regrow, obviously. So Heart of Oak means that when he pops one, it doesn't do that anymore, which I think is pretty good. I have this wizard. I picked him up because Monkey Sense here gives him the ability to hit camo balloons, which the druids can't do. Also the hero will upgrade, so you see he's level 2 now, and when we finish round 2 he's gonna probably upgrade to level 3. I have it on auto play. Yeah, see, so he's level 3 now. So when he gets to level 8, all the druids in his range now they can see camo. I'm gonna turn this up a little. I also, how much do you know about balloons? Because I feel like I sound insane. These are the balloons, these guys, and the gimmick is that the red ones have nothing inside them and they're the slowest, and then the blue ones have the red ones inside them. Oh, also this happens sometimes, don't worry about this. And then the like the green ones have a blue one inside them, and then the yellow ones have a green one, and the pink ones have a yellow, and it just like scales like that forever. That's the basic gimmick. Oh, we saw there's a couple of the heart-shaped ones. The heart-shaped ones are the regrow balloons. So if I pop one layer of the regrow and then just leave it alone, it will gradually grow back up to whatever level it was at. So when a pink regrow comes in and then we pop it once, then it can grow back up to pink. Unless this dude takes him out, and then it can't do that. Also, so whenever we beat a map, we get tokens, and we can spend the tokens at shops. There's a mini game now. So every time that there's one of these little tables with like a checker game going on it. Yeah, that's all you need. That's all you need. These are little mini games that you play. So this is a race. It's going to let me summon the next wave early and have them sort of overlap. And I'm trying to get a really high pop count. I almost never get rewards from this kind of mission because I think I play it way too safe, and I don't want to I don't want my guys to lose, right? Let's get you the Heart of Oak upgrade as well. So you see, he's already got the bottom path upgrades, which I don't usually use, but I mean, since they come for free, I'll use them. So I can play, and I can hit this button, and then this will send the next wave early. So I hit that, and now you see there's like a lot of guys coming out all at once. So it's a balance between not summoning so many guys that I can't deal with them all, but keeping a lot of guys in play so that I can get the high pop count I need to get rewards. And the better of job I do at getting a lot of pops, the better reward I get. So I'll get an artifact token, which is the like the meta buff stuff that you get. And there's 3 tiers of it. There's common, rare, and legendary. So that corresponds to how well you do at this little mini game. So this guy, once I pick one of these 2 paths, I can't go the other way. So if I give him this one, See, I'm locked off of the top path now. So the idea is essentially each guy has 3 different upgrade routes that you can take, but you can only do 2 of them. So once you pick 2, you can't upgrade the 3rd one anymore. And also, once you get one of them to... Oh, see, this is bad because we can't hit these purple ones. The purple balloons are immune to the wizard, and he's my only guy who can see camo at the moment. So that was pretty bad that we had those come through. So, and then once one of them's at 2, once you put it to 3, you're locked onto that path. So there's a lot of like you have to figure out like what's the best like cross paths and stuff to go for. So these guys over here, I can put a new one down every 4 rounds. Let's throw you down. Alright, so we finished the map, but we didn't get enough pops, so I got nothing from that. Which, you'll have to see it. Yeah! So the balloons can have different modifiers, and one of them is regrow, which we talked about. One of them is camo, which means that only certain towers... Right? It's like, it's right there! Hit him! Only certain towers can see it. So my wizard is coming in with the monkey sense, so he can see camo. But the problem is, the purple balloons are immune to energy attacks, and the wizard's attack counts as an energy attack. So he was not able to hit them, unfortunately. The druid, like this dude is just throwing thorns, so he could hit them, but he couldn't see them, right? So we're gonna get that. And let's get that for you as well. Alright, you go ahead. Again, once this dude levels up to level 8, then the druids in his range will be able to see camo. But they can't do that yet. Also, as this dude levels up, so like on the next level he's going to get this ability here. And I almost never remember to use these, but you can click on that and he does something and then it'll like refresh. And I always forget that I have this. So if you look over here, you see all my guys have a little 3 on them. So I have to wait 3 more rounds before I can place another one of them, is the idea. So that's why you might want to have like a lot of guys in your party so that you can spam out a lot of them and you don't have to wait rounds in between. I find that usually once you have like a couple guys... Oh, also, so every couple rounds this pops up and you can get a different bonus. So like for the rest of this map, but these are temporary. So for the rest of this map, I could have my support towers do more damage. I could have my primary monkeys attack faster, but I'm only using magic monkeys, so we're going to re-roll this. And so I got this one that increases my magic monkey, so that's pretty good, because all of my towers are magic monkeys. So you can tell that because they have like a purple background to them. There's 4 categories of towers in this game, and you can tell based on like the background. So you see how this dude's got like a purple background? That's how you know it's a magic. One of the bosses has a thing where he'll become like immune to certain monkey types. So like he'll be immune to primary, and then like he'll take some damage and he'll be immune to like military. So you do need to have... Oh, here's those purple ones, but these purple ones aren't camo. You can tell because they don't have that like pattern on them, which means that this dude who's just throwing spikes at them, he can still hit them. This one here, you can see with the pattern on it that this one is a camo, and that's why my guys are not able to hit it. So it's purple, so it's immune to this dude's energy attacks, and it's camo, so these two can't see it. Luckily, I have enough lives to just take that, so we're okay. So at the campfire, thank you, you are able to, you can do a couple things. Every time you lose a balloons game, you lose a heart, so you can recover 2 hearts. I don't need to do that yet. You can level up a monkey. So like I could pick this guy and then give him an upgrade that he'll just come in with by default, which again also is cheaper, so that's pretty good. Or you can power up one of your artifacts. So I could power this up from being less accurate but 17% faster to less accurate but 33% faster. I think what I want to do is upgrade my wizard to a 203 wizard. This is going to give him the ability Shimmer, and that is, as you can see, an attack that will periodically reveal camo balloons nearby. Since we've had multiple times now where there's been a purple camo balloon that has just gotten past us. So hopefully that'll reveal them, and then the druids can take them out. Here we are at a split in the path, so you can see that this way is way shorter and only has one balloon encounter. This has like 4, but it's got way more stuff on it, so obviously we're going to go this way. This is a really easy map, so this is pretty good. So I'm getting a drink. I almost never use this hero, by the way, so I'm kind of figuring out the playstyle as we go. Let's put you away for now. I'm gonna put this guy down right here, and then we'll put you. And I'm doing that to maximize the amount of area he has that I can put my guys in. And then we'll put you up and over the roots here. And then the wizard can go here. So you see, the wizard's coming in pre-upgraded. Yeah, I am not sure, but I believe the way that this game mode works. I'm going to go top for hard thorns. They can pop any balloon type. So that gives me coverage for lead balloons, which is another thing I need to worry about. So you see how this is saying round 3 out of 9? Like I started on round 3, just straight up. I believe the way that this mode works is that there is a set like balloon schedule that you get. Like round 4 is always like, you know, a bunch of green balloons and some pink ones. So I think every time we play round 7, we're going to see that purple camo balloon. So we need to be able to deal with him. I'm not sure if that's how it works, but I think that's how it works. We can try to actually pay attention on 7 and see if it spawns a bunch of purples, but I kind of have my guys right up next to the entrance, so it'll be a little hard to actually catch it. So this guy escaped, but that's fine because this guy will go all the way around and we can just pick him off there. I'm going to take magic precision because this will increase our magic, which is all we're using. So this upgrade I've got the guys on is basically they attack faster as long as they're continuously attacking. So I want to park them right next to the entrance. And if I get the next upgrade, all other druids nearby get like an attack speed buff. So if I get this guy with this one, he'll power up this one. If I get this guy with it, he'll power up this one. Is kind of the idea. So that kind of plays nice with Aubin's thing where he wants all the druids all clustered around him anyway. That's kind of what I'm thinking there. And I've given him the top path hard thorns instead of the middle path because, okay, so so you saw all those purple balloons go by, or maybe anyway. I didn't remember to pause it in time. There, so those gray ones, those are the lead. There's a purple. There's also lead balloons, and the gimmick with lead balloons is that they can't be popped by sharp objects. They need to be popped with like fire or energy weapons or something. Also, if you see here, we're getting a bunch of these camo purples coming through there, but luckily this dude's shimmer attack was working. So in addition to picking the little power-ups, you can pick different guys. So like if I pick this, I could use this guy for the rest of this map, and I don't ever find that useful. So I usually just try to get a thing. We didn't get one, so I'll get this mermaid guy instead. If I get this top upgrade, he throws lightning, so that's pretty good. So yeah, basically my goal at the moment is just making sure that my dudes can cover all the different types of balloons that they're gonna throw at me. So there's the purple ones to worry about. We can take care of that by throwing thorns at them. There's the camo ones to worry about. We can take care of that with the wizard. And then, oh, this is also an easy map. There's the lead ones. We can take care of that with that top path thorn upgrade or with the lightning bolts. Also, this dude might be able to pop leads. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, so let's show this off. This guy is 905, right? So let's throw him down. And this dude's 360. And if I give him the same upgrades, it's 115, and then 355, and then 765. So like that was way more expensive to do it that way than it was just with this die I could just throw down with the upgrades already on there. So that's kind of the reason that you would want to upgrade your towers at the campsites, is you can get them for cheap. Of course, though, once the tower has the upgrade locked in on it, like here, you can't get rid of the upgrade, so you're locked into that path, rather than being able to pick any of them. I feel like this is like a lot at once. How are you following? Oh, so these are, you can also get these for all towers. You also see that this is like common, and then rare. So we want the rare, it's gonna be the best one. And I only use magic anyway, so that's fine. Here comes some purple blooms. Alright, good, keep it up. The lightning bolts don't seem to work on the purple blooms, but the thorns seem to work. Yeah, they keep adding like more. I want to say that purple balloons are new to Bloons 6, which Bloons 6 is not really that new of a game, but I think they added the purple balloons in this game. The leads have been around for a while. We're gonna get also. So you see, there's all tower inspiration and magic inspiration. So this one is all. It affects everyone, but only 10% and 5%. This one only affects magic, but 20 and 10. So since all my guys are magic anyway, we're just gonna get this. But yeah, so you got to really think about the type immunities. There's also there are black balloons. We might be seeing some of them up here. The black balloons are immune to bombs, and there are white balloons that are immune to being frozen. I almost never freeze anything anyway, so that doesn't matter. But the black ones being immune to bombs can be pretty bad, because bombs are one of the easiest, like there's like a bomb shooter tower, and that's one of the easiest ways to get the lead balloons. So like now you can get the leads but not the black balloons. It's a whole thing. And then there's like zebra stripe ones that are immune to bombs and to being frozen. So here's the other part of this roguelike game mode, is I just opened a treasure chest and now I get my choice of any of these 3 artifacts, and I just get to have it. So I can get this one, which is all my military monkeys shoot in a zigzag with slower projectiles, but they attack faster. Now, I don't have any military monkeys, so that's not really going to be that useful for me. I could get Sticky Situation, which is that my guys and my hero, which is Aubin, and my primary monkeys deal more damage to glued balloons, but I don't have any primary monkeys, and I also don't have any way to glue the balloons, so this isn't that useful either. Or homing at Heroic Edge, which is when my hero's projectiles expire, I can unleash swords that do a damage, and all my monkeys have 10% more pierce. So I think this is the clear winner in this situation. We're going to go ahead and get that. And so that now adds to my artifact collection, and just I have that now for every game for the rest of the run here. We just get to do that. So you see this balloon on the map tile is a regrow balloon. So that means that way more of them in this are going to be regrows. So it could be worth making one of my druids the get rid of regrows guy. I want to make sure at least one of them can do camos though. This map is neat because if you click on this dude, he spins around. And I don't think that does anything at all, but he spins around. So it's pretty exciting. Let's get Aubin. Oh, this game has line of sight. So like if I put this druid here, well I can't, he's too wide, but he can't, if I put him up here, you see that little red bit at the bottom right of his range? That indicates where the hedge is blocking his line of sight. So he, like, if his range is there, he like couldn't throw darts like this because he can't see there. But this dude's projectiles ignore line of sight and they just go through walls. So that's kind of cool. Let's see. I'm gonna throw you down right here, and then we'll put you in front, and then I'll squeeze this dude in. Oh, is he too big? Okay, you can go over here. I want to make sure that the druids are going to be in his radius. This is actually something that's really handy. this little face appears above them, so you know like what buffs they're getting. So because I see this, I know that I did get them in his range, which is really good. Let's go ahead and throw the wizard here. He doesn't have the little face because he's not being buffed yet. Eventually he does level up and get a all magic monkeys. Anyway, let's see. So you, I want to have, let's give you this ability. So that's going to turn regrows into non-regrows. And then let's give you the lightning to make sure you can take out leads. Alright, send it. Also, so we're now starting on round 5 and ending at 13. So that's kind of how the difficulty scaling in this works, is that as you get deeper into the map, it has you start on a later level, but it does give you, you know, enough money compensating, which I think is great, because a lot of the, usually, you know, when you play this normally, you know, you start out with like your like $600 or whatever, and you have to kind of work your way up through all the really slow first couple rounds. And I like this mode, lets you just like get straight into the action. Yeah, several of the maps in this have like interactive elements. There was so those ones that we're seeing there are lead regrows. So I could go for the all tower quickening, or I could go for a reroll to see if I get something better than all tower quickening. Like I could get a, you know, a magic monkey quickening, but I could also get nothing useful. So I'm just going to take this. There's some heart. So you can see as well the types can be combined. So here's like purple regrows. And then you can see this dude's thorns are converting them into non-heart shaped ones. So it can really throw a lot of stuff at you. You can pile up very, very quickly. Luckily, this guy's putting in work to de-camo all of those. I'm gonna throw down another wizard. I want to make sure that we take out all the camos with that shimmer attack, since the rest of my guys can't see them, and these guys can't hit purples. I'm gonna wait and buy this dude, since he's a little cheaper. Like cheaper overall if I want to upgrade the same path, you know? There he is. Boom. So you are 023. You are, okay, so perfect. So we're gonna do you with lightning again. Yeah, no, the wizard is really doing a good job here. So I could pick military precision, but I don't have any of them. The helicopters are really good, but it doesn't have the right upgrades. Or I could get a dart monkey. I'm gonna re-roll these. We got all tower quickening. I will take that. Aubin actually started. So every hero and every different hero's skin. So there's like, I want to say 16 different heroes. Aubin is one of them, and each hero, except for a couple, have 3 different skins, and each one of them all come in with different starting towers and a different artifact. So I've done a couple of the other ones. I did one with one tower with one hero. Her name's Gwyn, and she really likes fire-based attacks. And then I did twice with one Striker Jones, who really likes like bombs and like rockets and things. So obviously, you know, he came in with like a bunch of bomb shooters and stuff. So they'll play a little differently. I think it's really cool that they have different you know, they start you with different things. But since Aubin's starting gear was a druid and then a second druid, I was really worried about the camo, but we were able to recruit the wizard, so that saved it. So this here is a shop, and so I can spend my tokens and I can sell the things I don't want to buy new things. So we could get Cold Steel, which buffs military monkeys, so I don't need that. We get Unification, which this one, not great. Primary monkeys count as all monkey categories, but the other ones are worse, so we don't have any of those. Fish Nova, which is a pretty good one. All of these towers, when they attack sometimes just release fish. This just buffs primaries. Ooh, this is an interesting one, because I told you I don't ever use the abilities, and I have shown that because I've not used it once outside of mentioning it. So we're not going to get that, but I like that it's here. This one I do want. This buffs our magic monkeys, so we're taking that for sure. This one, so this is an interesting one too. So it buffs the Desperado Tower, and it gives us a Desperado Tower. So that could be worth doing, because Desperados can see camo, but he's not a magic monkey, he's a primary. So he wouldn't be affected by all the same buffs and stuff. So we're going to skip that for now. And they also have this one to buff support. So we want this. I can spend my tokens to get it. There we go. Nice. Alright. So balloons start fast, end slow. I'm thinking I want to build around this like crossroads. But if they start fast and end slow, maybe it would make more sense to put my guys around this loop. You know, like just throw him right here. Let's do that. And the wizard, go right there. And we'll get some druids. You can go there. And you can go right there. It pays off to kind of be a little pedantic and stuff them all in as close as you can to each other, because you get more guys, especially when I'm trying to get them all within this dude's range. You know, is just stuff in as many as possible, sardine style. Let's go ahead and get you. I'm kind of liking this thing where I have one druid go fast attacks and breaks leads, and the other one go fast attacks and breaks regrows. I'm thinking that's kind of a good little thing they've got going there. That said, maybe I'm making a mistake by going this way on this one. The one thing I'm worried about going top path is that if this guy goes top path, then I'm concerned that I'll have only one guy who can break purples. Here comes the leads. So you see that I'm just actually, interestingly, the wizard's arcane blasts seem not able to pop leads either, which is, I kind of thought they could because they were an energy attack, but I guess they're not strong enough. That was kind of concerning. You saw some of the lightning pop over and break some of the, we didn't really get anything good there. I could re-roll again for money, but I'm not going to bother. So one thing that's concerning with the regrows is that when your attacks kind of go wide and hit them when you don't want them to, then it can... Because some of the balloon types have multiple balloons in them. Like, I think leads have like 2 pinks inside them. So if a lead regrow pops and reveals the 2 pinks, and the 2 pinks both regrow into a lead again, like now there's just more there's just more towers to deal with now, you know? So it can snowball pretty quickly. If you're not careful. We'll take you top path again. And then let's give you middle top. One thing I really like about the giving the druids 2 upgrades in the middle. Yeah, it's really bad. 2 in the middle and then up top is that. So now he's got the ability that his attacks turn regrows into non-regrows. If I now give him the lightning bolts, because since the lightning bolts can hit a lot of targets all at the same time, he can convert a lot of regrows into regular balloons, you know, all at once, which is pretty handy. At least once I am able to buy it. I'm kind of just spam clicking on it because I want to get it as soon as it's able to. All right, that's good. I'm thinking, so I could either go for Pop Lust, which is going to buff the attack speed on my druids, and it's probably really good since they're all right next to each other. Or go for another wizard to make sure that no camos slip through, and I'm kind of thinking that's going to be the way to go. It also could be that the map just ends before I get to do either. Oh, so these ones that you're seeing here with the little bands around them, those are fortified balloons. And when they're fortified, that means that they take extra hits before they go. So certain ones can be fortified and it gives them more health. And there are certain towers that will have attacks and things. Let's get this wizard. So when I get one of the towers, it gives it to me here in my boost section, and I still have to buy it to put him down. So we can do that. But that's the main reason I think they're not super useful, is because even once I get them, I still have to, like, buy them. They're not just free. Oh, so this is a Moab. I forget what that stands for. I think it's Massive Ordinary Air Blimp. Anyway, so this thing takes a whole bunch of hits, and when it pops, it has 4 of these ceramic ones inside it, and the ceramic ones also take a bunch of hits, and then have like rainbow ones inside. Anyway, hopefully we have enough firepower to take this thing down. Let's use one of these. So there, we got it turned into the ceramics, and then there we go. There's also certain towers that do extra damage to, like the blimps and stuff. So you start having to really, think of all sorts of different junk. What do I get? It's no one knows. It's just, yeah. So it is. So it shall be. I can get this, but I think this is actually bad for my all magic monkey strategy, because it gives it makes tier 5 magic monkeys worse, but with a bonus. But I'm never going to use a tier 5 anyway, they're too expensive. And then I can get non-magic monkeys can send arcane bolts, but all of mine are magic, so that doesn't help me. This one only buffs military, so that doesn't help me either. And I don't really have a way to set anything on fire, so none of these are particularly good. But I can sell them, so I'll take this one. Also, hi Yui, how you doing? We're playing Bloons. I've been trying to explain the mechanics and doing a very bad job because there's like a lot of mechanics all at the same time. Okay, so once again we got one I can't use because I don't have any of those dies. This also doesn't help me because I don't have any of those dies. So we're going to get bouncing projectiles because it's funny. I'm not even sure if my guys can use that. I guess the druids can, where they throw out a ton of stuff. Let's do this map. Alright. So we're going up to 17. Let's throw Abin here. We can get the wizard right here. We can get this dude right here. And another guy right next to him. I'm going to give this one the regrow, get rid of. And then this dude is going to go top middle. So I always go the top route, where you get these tornadoes that can blow balloons back. Apparently this middle route's really good. But like, tornadoes. Yeah, so the reason I have 4 Dr. Jenkins is, the Twitch recaps they do, it tells you what your most used tags were. But I always use the same tags. It's always impossible, game, challenges, and daily, right? Is the boss Dreadbloom? I believe the boss right now is Vortex. I'll have to check that. Is Dreadbloom the one with the like rock armor? Let's see, what do we got? Like that one. Anyway, so I have the Dr. Jenkins tag because I wanted to tell me that my most used tag was Dr. Jenkins. So I figure if I just put Dr. Jenkins on 4 times, maybe it'll count. It'll count more, right? Yeah, no, I know Dreadbloom, and I know that my all magic all the time strategy is not great against Dreadbloom because he's going to be immune to those. So I'll pick up something else at some point. That's true too, actually. Yeah. Because all the bosses have the I haven't gotten to that part yet. All the bosses have the special artifacts they drop, where it's like I know phases is like everyone 4+ gets camo detection or something like that. It's also a good job I didn't get phased on the first round. I should probably put down more guys. Let's throw one of you down. Throw one of you down. Squeeze right in there. You're that, so you can go top. And then I currently I'm working on, but I decided to do this one without any. I'm going for the achievement that you get for not bringing in any extra artifacts, So I figure I'll just keep trying that until I get it. The way I've been playing this is you just like pick the first hero in the list and play it with that guy, and then whether or not I win, pick the second hero in the list, play with that guy, right? So I've beaten it so far with 1 of Gwyn and then 2 with Striker Jones. So that's why we're on to Aubin now. I don't usually use Aubin much, but you know, we'll figure it out. And I was just kind of like but yeah, so I really like that the rounds are way shorter, because when you play this game, like the sort of main mode, also we can we get another spot to choose our path here. So that's Vortex that we've got. If I go left, there's 1 balloon encounter and then 2 of these little mini boss things. So I like that the mini game we played earlier. You can do these mini boss things and get artifacts from that, or we could go this other way and get like just a whole bunch of crap. So I'm definitely gonna go this way. Let's see. So this is reverse of how this is usually played. They're gonna go up here and over the roots. So I could set up way down. I usually set up on this little peninsula, but if they're gonna start up here, I might as well just start up here and just send it. So let's do that. You go there. You go there. Then you can go there. Go ahead and get the wizard in place. Great. You go ahead and get lead breaking, and then yeah, okay, there we go. I think that makes sense. Is give this dude lead breaking, and then this dude give like because he'll have the lightning attack to get rid of the regrows. So Yui, if you're still here, how much do you know about this game? I think you said not much. There's a lot of different things you got to worry about, and one of them is that your guys are able to hit the balloons, because there's different balloons with different immunities. So for one thing, so like backing up a bit, like the basic premise is like there's red balloons, you can kind of see them go by, and then there's blue balloons that have a red balloon in them, so you pop the blue balloon and there's a red, and you pop the red, and then there's like green that has blue in it, and it just scales like that, right? So for one thing, any balloon can be a regrow balloon, which means if you pop it and then leave it alone, it'll regrow back up to where it was. And that is really bad if the balloon has multiple balloons inside it, because like if I pop one that has 2 guys inside it, and then both of them regrow, now I have 2 guys to deal with instead of 1. So you want to, not do that. And then any balloon can be camo, and you can see that with this sort of pattern that's on some of them. And if a balloon is camo, it means only certain towers or towers with certain upgrades can see it. So obviously the concern there is that they'll just go right on by all your guys. And these druids that I'm using a lot of, Magic Precision, cannot see camo. But this dude, who's my hero, when he gets to level 8, he gets a buff that lets them see camo, so that's good. But in the meantime, I've got this wizard who's got this attack that reveals camo so that they can still hit them. These gray ones, those are lead balloons, and their gimmick is that they can't be popped by just like sharp objects like darts or whatever. You have to pop them with... That guy made it pretty far. I didn't like that. Yeah, see, we're struggling on the purples. Anyway, there's also purple ones that you just saw. They can't be popped with energy attacks, which is admittedly most of what I'm using, so that's why those are kind of scary. And then there's oh, see, that's we lost a lot right there. Luckily, Aubin kind of carried and picked up a lot. So this dude's got a projectile that kind of homes in. Also, I should be using this, I'm not. So luckily he was able to shoot at something and then it carried through and got a guy over here. So that was pretty lucky. Oh, and then obviously there's these blimps, and the blimps have like lots of health. and then have... Oh, so this thing with the bands on, that's a fortified blimp. So it has even more lots of health. And then in the blimp, there's like 4 ceramic balloons, and the ceramic balloons also have extra health. That was a little bit dodgy, I feel like. But we got away with it. Okay, this map is, we can do this. So you see the little heart floating around, and that means that this map has extra regrows. So, you know, we need to be concerned about that. You go away. I kind of feel like because I depend so much on the magic attacks already, I don't usually do the bottom path because I feel like it's not as good as being able to shoot lightning, but I feel like maybe it's worth it. Ugh. You wouldn't think so. Like surely they wouldn't do that, right? Surely they wouldn't send a blimp that's really fast and immune to bombs and counts as being camo and counts as being metal. That'd be horrible. What else is there? Yeah, it's those the brown ones are the ceramics. They have, I think they take like a couple hits. Oh, I can get Populus. Let's get that. So that's gonna buff the attack speed of all the other druids in range. We'll get Magic Precision common. Which probably a good thing. This map has lots of little where you can click and these little Oompa Loompa guys show up. So that's good. We got that going for us. Oh, I can also buy more druids. Let's do that. I need to stay on top of that because, so like I was saying, they refresh every 4 rounds. So I need to buy one as soon as I'm able so that it can start refreshing and I can buy the next one, you know? None of those do I want. There we go, Magic Precision, we'll take that. What level's Aubin at? So in the next level, Aubin's going to level up to where the druids can just see camo naturally. So that's going to be really good for us. Because then we don't need to worry about the wizard doing the shimmer. So I can get away with just the one wizard. Basically, I need the wizard to last until Aubin levels up enough. And then we're good. Then we're good. I kind of feel like this is working though. It's just a bunch of fast attacking, regrow, get rid ofing druid die. I feel like this kind of goes hard. Don't want. Well, I'll Tower Precision. We'll take that. So on those little, like I said, every so often, I think it's every 3 rounds, but maybe not. It pops up and gives you a thing that only lasts for the rest of the current battle, and I almost always go for the artifacts, right, rather than the bonus monkeys. This guy, there we go. Just because I feel like it's more, you get more value. Can you fit in there? Yeah, you can. My brother told me there's a new placement mode. I don't know where that is though, so we're not going to use it. None of these are that helpful, so we got Magic Precision, so that was good. There are, of course, you can get artifacts that let you have either more rerolls or like more options or whatever. I also tend to not go for the like pay money for an additional reroll. I tend to just like whatever I get and then reroll and then okay, well we'll go with that. Mostly because I don't seem to think that the things are like so good as to, you know, necessitize. So I think that just upgrading this So 16% more damage, 10% reduced shot spread, 20% and 14. You know, that could be an option. Or we could level up one of our guys. I'm wondering how much this would be. So the thing is with this is that we know that that upgrade costs like 3,000 just on its own. So if I do this upgrade, I can just throw this guy down for 2,000. He'll come in upgraded and buff all the druids near him. So I'm kind of thinking that's like a really, really good move. I'm gonna do that. Obviously, that does make him more expensive to just throw down, but yeah, exactly. It's less more expensive. Yeah, I think that is what I'm talking about. Is the where it like it leaves it at the last valid spot that you sort of hovered over, rather than having to kind of flail around like a lunatic. Let's get you here. Let's slap you next to him. Let's get you... Actually, I want the wizard down. Get you there. And you can go up and over the roots here. Yeah, it sounded really handy. Is that, what'd you say it was? Placement snapping. I should have not placed all the guys first and then tried setting it, right? I could see if it worked. But that's okay. You're gonna go with that. You're gonna go, so you went top one, so you're gonna go middle one. Alright, great. Go. What level do you start at now? Start at 5. Okay, we can work with that. That's fine. I could get a guy on this little ledge. That'd be good. So this map has a fun secret where if you use a mortar and you shoot at this guy enough, he will he'll unfreeze and help you. Obviously, I do not have a mortar to do that with. But that is, sometimes you see one of the buffs I can pick is Cave Monkey, and that's where that guy comes from. Not feeling any of that. Okay, not feeling any of that either. I'll just do that. That doesn't help at all. I always forget to use these. One of the artifacts you can get it makes your abilities charge more slowly, but they automatically fire. Ooh! Yeah, that's handy. I like that. So you go right there. Nice. And then I want you on this little ledge. That's all. I like that. That's handy. How come this guy didn't place? Oh, you have to click to confirm it. Okay, gotcha. So you're top 2, so you can be those 2. And then you're, so you can, there you go. Oh, I guess I need to upgrade it. Are you level 8 yet? Not yet. Magic Precision, take that. What was that on about? Yeah, I don't use the druids and stuff too often, so I'm still kind of figuring out the play style here. But getting there. This upgrade's really good, actually. Maybe I want to try to get that. You go here, you get 2 buffs. None of those. Those aren't great either. I'll take the boat. That's gonna mess me up that you have to sort of set him. You can do that. I'll put the boat down. I like the boats. So you can only place boats in water. But to make up for that, they're really good. So this path makes him shoot a bunch of extra grapes, and you can set the grapes on fire, so now he can break lead with the grapes. And then this top path just makes him attack really fast. So I want to see if I can get that. Boats are military, so I can pick that, and it's like kind of helpful. Let's put that away. The game is smart enough to put this little window on whichever side is sort of farthest away from the tower you picked. Okay, so this red one, that's a BFB. Also, I get this tree upgrade. This one has even more health, and then it has 3 of the, I think it's 3? It has Moabs in it. No, it's 4. 3 or, it has some number of Moabs in it, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. So we get another shop. Let's see what they have. I can sell that, because that doesn't help me at all. Let's see. See, okay, so projectile pierce and lifespan increased by 100. That sounds good. Pulled into orbit around the monkey makes it sound like it'd just be really weird, like the way that it aims. I mean, it sounds funny, so I have exactly enough to buy that. Not you though. I mean, so that sounds funny. What else do we have? Military, don't need that. Support, don't need that. Projectiles bounce off map borders is also really funny to combine with projectiles bounce off walls. It just makes it the whole thing just a bounce house. It's awesome. Subs, ninjas, druids, wizards, beasts, attack speed and ability cooldowns are faster. That sounds great because I only use druids and wizards at the moment. So I'm thinking maybe actually it's going to be these two. What else do we got? Yeah, that's true too, is that if I'm doing the bouncing, then the twister, they wouldn't be able to bounce, so it kind of defeats itself. 2 times damage to trance and stunned. I don't trance or stun things, so that doesn't help. Here's the glue one again. Yeah. That's true too, is that the placement cooldown. I was mentioning that it takes 4 to place one again, and so that knocks it down to just 3. I know there's a ninja one you can get that even knocks him down another one. So let's... Also, more range on this goes really well with the Pop Lust, right? Because then he's got a bigger range so he can buff more things. This would be handy also, but like it's not as funny as the bouncing, so we're gonna skip it. I feel like that was a pretty good shop. Alright, what we got? This is another gluing one. Ability... See, this would be pretty handy because I always forget to use these things. And then I don't freeze stuff. We're gonna get that. Yeah, I know Beastmaster needs it because you have to place so many Beastmasters to do all the merging to power him up to the point that he can do anything. I tried, because like I was saying, I just started with the top hero in the list and worked my way down. So doing the one Quincy where he starts with all the Beastmasters was like, yeah, get there. You know, I started it, and it's like I can't place enough Beastmasters for these guys to like do their thing, you know? You go right there, and then you can go in that corner. Nice. So you're gonna get the lead breaking, and you're gonna get the regrow get rid of him, and send that. Yeah, so because of that, when I bought the it's now only 3 rounds to refresh him instead of 4, so that's pretty good. You're doing great. I probably can get this on you before I refresh. What level are you at? Okay, so just a couple it'll be... Oh, I forgot to use those. Yeah, I never remember to use these ever. I love the artifact that just does it for you, because otherwise I just don't use them. Interesting. That is weird. I'll have to keep that in mind. If the boss is giving me trouble, I can try to glitch insta-kill it. I think we're in good shape here. I'm going to save up to get this dude. I like just how much stuff happens on the screen there. Oh, should have used this. There we go. You go right there. Alright, start killing that. Let's give you lasers. Yeah. That sounds like something that would be pretty hard to sort of pin down why it's why it's doing that. We'll just all, that's fine. Yeah, so since I'm spamming these guys with the Pop Lust, you see that each of them has this little X2 over their head. So that means they're getting 2 buffs from, you know, being within the range of the other 2. So they all should be attacking, you know, pretty significantly faster than normal. Let's get you down. Can you fit in between those 2? Yeah, there you go. Right there. I'm gonna do this guy as a jungle one because he's already getting all the buffs from these guys. Also, you can see the effects of the bouncy projectiles really well on this map because it's sort of fully enclosed. So you can see they just go everywhere, which is awesome. I should upgrade the bouncy projectiles ones. Don't need that. Don't need that either. That's all right. Come on, give me this. There we go. Another one. Go right there. Nothing here. Nothing there neither. If I get enough money for it, I'll give this one tornadoes. But the round might end too fast. Also, how are you doing? Also, there. Oh yeah, you got a billion points now. Nice. Trees, go. Yeah. So the tree upgrade just like eats stuff as it comes in. Like it seems really good, but again, forget to use it all the time. I guess the trees were full there, that's why they didn't eat anything. Put down some of those. Oh yeah, right. So once the trees eat enough stuff, they sort of explode into money. So you got to collect that. All right. All right. What's next? We got Fish Nova. I'm not using any of these tower types though, but it is funny. We got another shot at Mystic Twister, but again, I don't think this is the best one for what we're doing, and I don't glue anything, so I'm not feeling any of these. I'm gonna get Fish Nova because it's funny, and then sell it since I can't use it for anything. Oakley Dokley. So the gimmick on this map is that there's all these trees in the way, and there'll be spots like this with the purple stars, and you can only put magic monkeys on the purple stars. So like I can't put this guy over here because this is for primary monkeys only. But you can put whoever you want up in this top bit here. And as the rounds progress, the trees go away and then make more spots for you to put dudes. So I can put you just right on the edge there. And that would let me put this dude right there and get the benefits. And then if I squeeze you in, yeah, see, so you're getting, he's got both benefits, so that's good right there. And then we can put the wizard all the way over here to shimmer the guys as they come in. Let's see, do this. You can do that, and you can have that. All right, go for it. So Abed mostly focuses just on specifically on druids, He does get a couple upgrades that benefit all magic monkeys, but I think even those benefit the druids more. And they're just like, eh, also you can have, you can have a bonus, whatever. So I could stick a guy over in this one once that goes away. But just barely on Abin's range. So I'll probably just stick him next to Abin. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, also. I'm probably not. See, so that tree just went away, and so now I can place guys there. Except I don't have any standard monkeys, so I don't have anyone I can actually place there. The brambles there did a good job taking out that Moab. Let's throw another guy down. You can have the regrow get rid of. And I'll put another lightning guy on this side. Let's see, none of those either. Look at that, because it's rare, even though it doesn't do anything. Alright, so we got that. I want this one to be a lightning guy. I wonder if I could squeeze another one in between the wizard and the druid there. I can squeeze a guy here. We'll do that next. There's a bunch of purples camo, but we took care of it, so that's good. That was so fast, I didn't have time to be scared of them, because I didn't like realize we were in trouble until they were already gone. I think I can put anyone I want on this one. Oh, but they have to be a small... The different towers have like different sizes. So you need like a small footprint tower, I think, to fit on here. I think that's why this guy doesn't fit. I think he's like a medium. Does the wizard fit? Doesn't look like it. That's alright. And then you... and squeeze in... If I put you here, you get both buffs, so that's great. You go there. And I'll give you the thunder. Now I assume I can't fit another guy in where we'll get all the buffs. Also, you don't have this one, so you're not buffing anyone. Greedy. Also, I can't tell what's going on anymore. There's too much crap on top of each other. Magic rare, that sounds great. We'll take that. Almost get this. I guess I could just... I could buy this, but I could just get the guy who already has it for cheaper, so... just do that. There you go. Oh, you can have that one. Yeah! So, one of the bosses I failed was one of my Gwyn ones, and I failed it because it decided to give me Bloody Puddles as the boss fight map. It's like, yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that one. And then, like, the next time around, it was like, you know what? That was pretty mean to give you Bloody Puddles. We're gonna give you Spa Pits. So, I was able to win on Spa Pits instead, but, yeah, Bloody Puddles was not happening. So, I guess that's another thing, is that we're hoping for good boss map luck, and that they give me easy ones. Oh god, yeah, that'd be awful. Yeah. Yeah, because Phase also has the like thing where it shrinks the track and stuff. What do we got? More damage but slower. Oh yeah, yeah, because it would shrink it so far that it would shrink inside the door. That's really funny, actually. I mean, I'm sure that's frustrating, but like that's really funny. We got pirates, or this is the one I was saying that I need because I always forget to use these things. We're gonna get that, and if it wastes them sometimes, so be it. I would waste them more times. Okay, I love this. Love to see resort. Always take that. So I could just throw you in the circle, but then you can't buff any druids. So I could throw you over here. Or I could throw you like here. I'll probably just put a guy in there and then put you over here to like buff a lot of guys. So you go here. And then we'll get another one. What level do you start at now? Level 6. So we still do need the wizard to help. I was thinking I could put a necromancer wizard in the circle here. You get that, and you get those. Alright, send that. But I do need the wizard to pop the camos for me, so we do need him for now. Yeah. So that the artifact I just got, you see that it put this bush automatically, which is fantastic. Hopefully these guys can take these out in the next cycle. There they go. None of those. Look, I saw rare and I got excited, but we actually want the magic, so we're gonna get that. I chose to put the wizard here because he can hit camos. We'll see if that pays off. So I need to put another guy here, closer to this lane. They're doing okay at the moment. Magic precision, I'll take that. We also get to enjoy the bouncy projectiles. I hit that guy. Hopefully they'll be able to take this out. And we lived, we're fine. Let's get another one of these guys down. And do a little bit of this action. There we go. Have that. Oh, let's see. And we can do... not really loving any of these. I feel like giving this guy tornadoes could be good, because if they come by at the end, he can, you know what I mean? Like, he gets 2 shots. 3 shots with this. There we go. And I would love to just buy this guy, so I just stick him right here. Yeah, that worked pretty well. I will take that. There was 410 wizard. Ooh, give me those. I thought this was a banana I could collect. It's not. Also, I can buy this guy now. So you go there and get that upgrade. There you go. And another druid. Go there. And there you go. And then upgrade to Heart of Oak. I'll see if I can make him a populist in a second here. We might run out of time, which is fine. Something happened? Maybe. This dude's going fast, eh? So yeah. Increased attack speed and monkey cooldown. Nice. Give me that. I think we should be good. Hey, nice. All right, we got a mini game. Okay, it's 5 minutes, 11 minutes, 17. If you go all the way to 49. I mean, I'm not going to do well at this, but we'll try it. While I have smart people, so how do these work? And specifically, like, what it seemed like to me, but I might be wrong, is that if I lose because the balloons killed me, I do lose a life, but if I lose because I wasn't fast enough, I don't lose a life? Is that right? Or do I never lose a life? Or you know what I mean? How does this work? Oh, only restarting loses a life? Cool, thank you. Because I always come into these and I'm all worried about it because I think that if the balloons kill me, I'm going to lose a life. And I don't want to. I don't want to lose a life, right? One round has to fully... Interesting. You go there, and I don't quite have enough for that. So I always do... Yeah, I think that's why I was confused, is because the game over screen shows you a little animation where you like, hey, you lost, lose a life. But it doesn't actually... It's good... I noticed that sometimes it doesn't take one. That's good to know that it actually always doesn't take one. Anyway, I'm very, very bad at these because I always play it... I tend to play it too safe and go way too slowly. So don't expect a lot out of me in this one. I'll tell you that right now. Oh, that's good enough. Oh, it didn't place. There you go. Yeah, exactly. And I've definitely not got... I don't really have any of the rounds down by heart, honestly. It's just like, oh, this is a BFB now. All right, sure. You know, it just kind of happens. So it's just... I kind of send the next one when I feel like we're doing all right. Like, I feel like we're doing pretty good right now, so I can go ahead and send another one. But, yeah, on the whole, I tend to play very, very... although especially also thinking that I was going to lose a life if I died definitely made me not want to play risky. So there's that as well. I should throw down another one of these guys to get more boosting. What do we got? I want more lightning guys. Hello! Yeah, I honestly... It took me a while... and I didn't realize that the rounds were consistent. Done pretty well. So, like, I was figuring, like, it's like they were being, you know, like, okay, it's gonna throw some amount of these at you. But apparently the way it works is that they're actually consistent, right? And so, you know, every round 31 is gonna have the same stuff. Unless you're on one of, like, alternate balloons rounds ones, I guess. And, you know, similarly, you get in there. That means that you can, you know, plan. Like, the Zomg is always going to show up on whatever it is, right? So, I think I probably have too many guys on screen right now. We'll see if we can deal with this anyway. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah. That adds the more balloon resistances. So, it's... Yeah. That makes sense too. And then I know that there's some that have like... That might be the alternate balloons rounds I'm thinking of actually, is that one that has the extra resistances. How big is your range? Oh, there. So, if you're still here, when you mentioned, surely they wouldn't send a blimp with a bunch of resistances. That black one that you saw, that's the DDT, and it has all kinds of resistances and counts as camo and all this other junk. So those are great. You'll love to see that. But yeah, I have not got, I just kind of wing it, you know? It's like, oh, okay, they're sending DDTs now? Great. Awesome. This is just what I wanted. Welcome back. Yeah, so don't worry. This is a mini game. So if I lose here, it doesn't matter. But yeah, there's a lot going on at the moment. I'm trying to beat a time of 17 minutes. You can see we're at 11 minutes right now. Yeah, it sure does. I don't know if we're gonna pull this one off. Oh, lovely. Well, that'll be fun then. So, since you're back, okay, so the red blimps that you're seeing, those are BFBs, they have Moabs inside them. The green ones you're seeing, those are Zombs, they have BFBs inside them. And just around, these black ones are DDTs, and those are the ones we were talking about earlier that are immune to everything. So, good stuff there. That was a little greedy, so I think we're gonna lose this one. Yeah, so he does the little animation where he loses a life, but because it was a mini game, I don't actually lose a life, which is great. Now, I could replay it, and I would lose a life doing that, but I'm not going to, because there's not a chance in the world I'm going to win that. So, let's get back to a more manageable, more manageable rounds. I saw that one went to 49. I'm like, there's not a chance in the world I'm pulling this off. I like this map because the track is super long. It just goes loops all around forever. It's awesome. Yeah, I feel like that was really hard for being this early in the game. I don't know why it did that, but we take those, I guess. You go right there. We'll throw down. Actually, I can give the wizard a crap ton of range by putting him up here. Let's do that. And then we need another one of you guys. You can just go right next to your buddy there. Alright. And so we're going to give you that one and give you that one. And then you have that. Okay, send it. Interesting. Is that what it... Because I always just... Okay, lots of camp. So in this map you can click this thing. I guess you can't. Okay. I thought you could crush with that. Anyway, I always just go for whichever route just has the most stuff on it, right? Because it's like, well, I like stuff. Give me the most of it. So that's interesting if the amount of stuff directly affects that's pretty cool. Oh, here it is. Now it's ready. So I can click on this and it crushes. And there's a lizard. It's a good job I've got guys to get rid of regrows, because this would be a great way to just have a crap ton of regrows all spawn all at the same time. Where that you pop them a little bit and they go all the way around and up and over all the roots. You guys can take care of all that, right? Yeah, we're good. Right? I was actually wondering if buying the bounce off of walls upgrade was going to make it so that it did collide with walls, but it looks like it still goes through them. It just bounces off the border. Can I upgrade either of you two? No, okay, we're still waiting for the next round here. Okay, we lost a couple there, that's fine. Take all tower, that's fine. Alright, you. Come here. I need you. Get in there. You've got that, so you go ahead and take leads. I need you as well. You get in there. Alright. You take that. Then I'm going to get you doing regrows. That's funny because, like I said, I have not played a ton of these, but I always just go for whatever does the most stuff, right? Does that also apply to the bosses? Like, do they make the bosses harder if you've done more encounters? Or are the bosses always about the same? Like per level? None of those. Okay, that's what I figured. So you still get the, by doing extra junk, you still get, in theory, more of the, like, artifacts and crap to throw at the boss. We're gonna throw down another one of this guy. Can you fit in here? You can fit right there. So you know what? You're gonna go right there. Congratulations. We'll give you these. Interesting. Pause menu and then rules. Is this not the pause menu? Oh, rules. Here we are. Interesting. That's cool. I guess it's reusing the little challenges, right, that you can do. Sort of reusing those to make these. That's pretty cool. I really like all of the, let's get the cave monkey. All of the just stuff. I don't know, the bouncy projectiles one is just, I'm glad they put that in. Rip. Yeah, I mostly have to hope for, like, good boss map luck if I wanna pull anything off. Can I fit more of these guys? Like this? Oh, one fits right there. Let's go. Let's do you as a tornado guy. I'm not sure I understand what you're trying to say. Interesting. I usually just go for whatever they throw at me, like, but also like with the assumption that some of the times I'm just not gonna win it, It's all good. And yeah, I guess I've not played enough about it. Yeah, I've not played enough to really be like min-maxing, It's just like, wow, I'm enjoying this. I really like that I can just start a game with $3,000 and just start throwing down good tower. Because one thing, in the regular maps, it takes a while to get started, right? Like you always have to start the low ones and you buy your guy and you wait for him to do. And this one it's like here's $8,000, go nuts. You're gonna start on wave 20 and there's gonna be 30 Moabs already. So I really like that. It makes the you get to have all the fun bits, but it doesn't take quite so long to get to the fun bits. So I've just been enjoying that. Can I fit another guy in there? I sure can. You can have lightning. That's awesome. The last time I streamed this, every time I would kill a boss, she'd really chug. It would be frozen for a good while before it would come back. Yeah, you beat the boss. Good job. I was worried that it was not going to count it because it just crashed. But no, we got there. I want ball lightning. Let's get that. But you can definitely it gets to the point where there's so many projectiles. You can tell the game is really not happy to be doing all this shit. Oh god, that'd be awesome. I did do I don't remember if I had just magic. I had I was using the Ring of Fires when I was using Gwyn, but those probably don't do it because they're not really projectiles. And I know that the tack tower has the one special upgrade just for it, the artifact for the tack tower that gives specifically gives it extra bounce off of walls and stuff, which is very fun. I really like with the tack towers, with the Ring of Fires, that the graphic for the Ring of Fire did not nearly go big enough to actually account for the range of the tower. So it would like fire out a little fireball near it and then just hit stuff that's just a mile away. It was awesome. Let's see, what have we got? I can embiggen one of these things. What if I embiggen this? What do I get? A little bit more range. I feel like that's not great. I could also get this. Has a little bit more damage. Oh yeah, I haven't gotten to Sauda yet because she's at like the bottom of the list and I started at the top, you know. So you can tell if I'm Abed, then I've not done too many. Or I could embiggen one of my guys. I feel like embiggening this guy would be good, but I kind of use him variably, you know. Like sometimes I want him on so maybe I don't. Oh god, full range T-Rexes would be awesome. I could also do this to just make my abilities faster. I kind of think this though. Or I could make them more bouncy. So this one does that makes them 18% further. This projectile lifespan 35% further. Yeah. Let's see. So I feel like this is like a very utilitarian one. I'm gonna make them more bouncy because that amuses me. All right, let's do it. We'll throw you in the orange triangle pentagon thing, and you can go here. You're level 6. So I do need the wizard. And we'll bring another one here. And do you. So if I did you top, you can go middle, and we'll get that. Okay, send it. Go. I think I mentioned before, but right now I'm going for the achievement for not bringing in any starter artifacts. So I didn't bring any. It's going pretty well despite that, so it's not too big. Oh god, follow me. I tried that once. I do not like micromanaging things at all, and like it's obviously very powerful because you just tell the guy shoot this guy, but like holy moly, that was so annoying. So I just don't want to deal with this. I just want to push go and have the guys do it for me. Let's get another one of these guys down. But it's very funny. We'll get you. You can go here. And I'm thinking this will be my ball lightning guy. That's awesome. I don't know that I've used Quantum Leap. That's the one where it's like it teleports projectiles instantly to their target. And I've never felt like I understood quite what that did well enough. Like every time I see it, I'm doing well enough that I don't want to get an upgrade that I'm not sure what it's going to do. Exactly, yeah. It's like I don't want to risk it on this weird one when I'm like actually doing well this time. So I haven't picked that one up yet. Uh-huh. Yeah, I was really worried about this setup losing to camos, but I got lucky and got this Shimmer Wizard pretty early, so I was able to just about get away with it. And then of course this dude levels up to let the Druids see camos anyway fairly soon, so we'll get magic inspiration. Come here. You go right there. Good job. Let's give you the regrow one. God help you. Yeah, there's a couple that I'm like I picked up Follow Me to try it because I was really close to a boss anyway, so I could just get rid of it if it was annoying me. So that's how I did that. So I've collected that one, but I haven't got many of the like sort of actively detrimental kind of ones or anything. Mostly I'm still at the point in this where I'm just extracting the ones that I just genuinely don't want for the run, you know? Dark Dungeons is crazy. I've done it a couple times. So I will say, so far, the only time I have, all 3 of the times I've won this, I just spammed helicopters. I got someone and I spammed helicopters and it had some second tower that could deal with the things that were immune to military, which is that one boss. So, are helicopters known to be really good, or am I just bad? Like with, I had it was the Gwyn that starts with like a helicopter and a, the Dartling, and with the bouncy projectiles. Yeah, there was. I noticed that on Pursuit, whenever there's multiple lanes, the helicopters really don't like it because they keep going back and forth, right? But if it's multiple lanes where it's like they do this, and then they come down here and do this, they're okay. But if like both at the same time, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. It's just the I tend to struggle on the multi-lap, the maps where there's not a lot of room to put your stuff, right? And I found the helicopters really helped with that. And then I did 2 with Striker Jones. I got both of his alternate costumes, but not the main one. And those both also eventually turned into helicopters with something else as support. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, I got a question actually about the counts as all categories. If you have a tower that counts as all categories, and you get the boss that becomes immune to one category at a time, is he never immune to them, or is he always immune to them? If that makes sense. Okay, cool. So, because I was thinking that could interpret as, okay, he's immune to primary, and my guy is primary in addition to the other ones, so he's immune to my guy. Or it could be, yeah, right. He's primary, he's immune to primary, and my guy, yeah, he's primary, but he's also these other 3, so he's not immune to me. You know what I mean? It's like a Pokemon that's like electric flying type, right? And you try to hit it with Earthquake, and it's immune to Earthquake, even though it would be weak to it if it wasn't. You get what I'm saying? Let's do the boss fight. This is I can deal with this map for sure. Let's do it. Let's see. So you're gonna spawn over there. Do you fit up here? Let's go ahead and throw you right there. We'll get this dude. You go right there. I'll put the wizard on the little island, and then you can go on the other side. You get lightning. You get the buff and regrow. You can have that because I have loads of money left over. I guess I could level you up. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna send it and just kind of see what we're starting with. Okay, so boss fight time. The way the boss fights work is you got this big dude, and he's got a health bar up here, and you attack him and the health bar goes down, and every time he gets to one of these little skulls, it like advances the phase or whatever. But also, like, underneath him, there's still balloons coming. So, like, I still gotta deal with all the normal shit, but also there's this big dude, like, on top of it. This guy is fast, but every time I hit a skull, he, like, kind of pops backwards a bit. Let me get all tower precision. Like that. And he probably has some other gimmick that I'm not aware of. I noticed that lead made it really far, so maybe he's got some way of turning off my towers. Let's see what you have to say. Primaries get other categories, non-primary. Interesting, yeah. Yeah, some of the weirdness about, like, do you count as this or not kind of things. So I can only assume he's got some way to turn off my towers because they just kind of stopped attacking for a little bit there. Reroll that. Nothing there. I have a boatload of money. Let's do one more. It was worth it. We got a magic one. Okay, send it. Yeah, I guess when they have the little electric zappies over their head. Okay. Somehow I have never known he did that before. I guess the problem here is I don't have enough guys? Is that the idea, or are they all too close together? Because I usually have more of a spammy strategy, right? Like this time I've only got 3 dudes. So do I need to space them out more? Or does he just like always electrocute, like he always gets the nearest 4 guys? Okay, so they just need to be spaced out a bit better. That's still not great because his whole deal is, you don't want the guys right next to him, but I think we can make that work. Let's see, so if you go here, I'm still going to put the wizard on this little island. I feel like that's a good move. You can upgrade. It's going well. I lost to this boss because despite having fought him a couple of times, I don't know the mechanics associated with the boss fight. So we're gonna try this one again, and I've spread my guys out more, and we're just gonna see what that does. Anyone I can upgrade, or are we just kind of trying to hold out until I can buy more towers? These two will buff each other though, which is good. They just won't get the Aubin boost. I guess that makes me pretty weak to camos, so I'll need to get another wizard down. This is, by the way, I'm gonna call it new. I think it came out a couple months ago, but I'm calling it new. Like roguelike mode. Awesome. I really, really have been enjoying, even though I'm not, let's say, not particularly good at it. So this guy's the boss. Let's see. So I know from experience that if I do this twice, no, it's different this time. I thought that it was, for some reason I was thinking that those were consistent. I don't know why I thought that. Okay, we can now buy more towers. We'll get you and give you lightning, and we'll get you can go back here, and you can be a necromancer, and then we'll get you. You can go between those 2 guys, and we're going to give you that one. So I found out that this dude electrocutes your guys and it makes them not work briefly. And somehow I didn't know that he did that. Fair enough. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking that when I played one and got options and then lost and then restarted and played again and got the options, they were the same options. Bingo, yeah. Yeah, so you see the little zappies over these 2 guys is because the boss electrocuted them and stuns them. I think maybe the reason I didn't know he did that is because, like I was saying, every time I have beaten this, it has been with helicopters. And so the helicopters aren't close enough to the boss, like the helipad to get stunned, you know? Anyway, we get a legendary artifact for beating the boss. Yeah, so I think that was my helicopter strategy coming to bite me, and that I didn't learn how the boss worked. Alright, so we could get a really beefy ninja monkey, get beefy banana farm, or this one. I feel like that's like, it's pretty good. I guess this does go with the magic monkeys thing, but like, also the 10% chance to blow back balloons is funny because I can get the tornadoes that blow them back anyway. So I'm just gonna get this. Plus I can sell it if I need it. I'm gonna get rid of the fish nova because it helps me literally none. Yeah. Is this one of the maps that has multiple? I don't know that I've seen this map before. So I guess the like yeah, true actually. I want to see that. So I could start here, or I could start all the way over here. I guess the pro strat would be start here because it's just like you just wing right to it. But like that's not fun. So I'm gonna start farther away and do more shit. Who do we get? Okay, we got this guy. I believe, first of all, is this this isn't the one with the rocks, right? This is like lava themed. I think this one counts as being lead, and he sometimes throws like rocks at my towers. Yeah, bingo. Am I close here? Is that what this guy does? He's purple. Okay, that's good to know because I really suck at fighting purples. Well, I guess the Poplusts will be good at it. Let's see, what do we want to upgrade? I guess I could just try to recruit someone that would be better at fighting purples. Let's see. Actually, give me just a second. I need to go to the bathroom. Blastopopulus. That's right. That's right. Give me just a second. You can write the essay if you care to. I'm very much like I get the very basics on the bosses. Like I know phase is camo, you know, and I know the one guy has the rocks and he's immune to certain damage types. But I mostly just kind of wing it. So I do have a wizard, but he's mostly there so I can hit camos. I think what I'm gonna do, I was thinking what I would do is just start upgrading this guy so I can just spam the Poplust druids. But I think there is an argument I should try to recruit a new guy instead. So, because I'm concerned about, you know, hidden purples and all these things. Can I do anything interesting here? I could upgrade my bounciness even more, which would be pretty funny. Purple immunity, reduces range, increases ability cooldowns, heat meter that ice towers can cool down, burns towers, makes them unable to do things, breaks abilities, places rocks to block. I did know about breaking the line of sight. He puts the like little pillars all around him. Cool. Yeah. I'm thinking we want to drop one of these. Who'd I get? So we've got boat. Okay. The fact that it's a 3-0 boat, I always use the destroyer anyway, but that does require there to be water for it to be useful, which is, you know, kind of it's a little inconsistent for my liking on the is that useful? Yep, true. I got engineer. Beast handler. I feel like this dude is he's hard to use because you need so many of him. A desperado, alchemist. What's the middle path on alchemist do? Oh, did I pick him? I didn't know you could do that. Oh, so if you don't, you can see who you're gonna get, and you don't have to actually pick one. Neat. Yeah, I think so. So you have to remember that the Poplust druid. Oh man, I'll get into a map in a second. I'm overthinking about this. I wanted to know what this guy does, and I think I want a different damage type. I'm not feeling any of these options. What is the map look like? Are there more campsites? There's one over here, but I gotta beat a purple to get to it. Also, there's one of the famous, these ones. So, I guess I could re-roll it. Let's re-roll it. The evil guys, yeah, so we'll see if we even make it to Blastopopulous. Oh, there's a helicopter. Is this the right upgrades? Yeah. Well, it can't see camo. Done with the helicopter? That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I love the Destroyer Buccaneer, but just not having the guaranteed water, I feel like makes it very risky. I'm really tempted on the pilot. I'm gonna do it. Let's get him. Okay, good. This is a good map. So, okay, so here's how the game works, is the balloons are going to come in here, and they go down the map, and they go out there, and I put my guys down, and because this is this, like, new roguelike mode, I have, like, a party. So I've got this dude, he's the hero, and then I can put these other guys down, so, like, I can put this guy down. But then I gotta wait for him to recharge if I want to put him down again. And I've got this Necromancer Wizard guy. We're gonna put him here. So some of the balloons are camouflaged and certain towers can't see them. So this wizard guy has an attack that makes them not do that. So that's good. And this guy has this attack, so by giving him the hard thorns, bingo. Right? What were they thinking? They're clearly brown. Some of the balloons are lead balloons, which they're made of metal. So just like normal spiky objects can't break them. You need like energy blasts or something. And so like that's what this lightning can do. So that does that. And then this dude, I'm going to give this ability. So Heart of Oak means some of them come out under like heart-shaped balloons. And those ones are regrow. So the whole gimmick is like, right, like you get the red balloon and it's like slow and you pop it and then everyone's happy. And there's like a blue, and when you pop the blue, it's got a red in it, and then you gotta pop the red. And there's like a green, and you pop the green, and it's got a blue in it, and you pop the blue, it's got a red in it. This kind of thing. So, regrow ones are like if you pop a green regrow, and then it becomes blue, and then you just leave it alone, it'll eventually turn back into a green. So those can get out of hand really fast, so I got this upgrade that makes them not do that. And so, you know, we see... Also, I've got, there's like artifacts and things, so that's why all my shots are like bouncing off the screen border. They don't normally do that, but I think it's really funny. There's also purple ones, which are worrying because they're immune to like energy attacks. So my dude that's throwing lightning and then my wizard guy, neither of them can hit the purple ones. So you gotta keep balance to the force, you know? Bam, what do we get? I don't want that because I don't really use the abilities anyway. Magic Monkey's attack speed and cooldowns are slower, but Pierce is increased 1,000 and damage increased by a lot. That's interesting actually, because I specifically use the guy who does attacks really fast. So I wonder if that'd be enough to counteract being twice as slow. Or we could get this camo detection, that's good, and then we get a free pirate. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is I mean, it's a big risk because now they're way the hell slower, and because I have so few towers that I wouldn't be able to counteract it by just spamming, right? But it is funny to imagine combining it with all the Populous guys. I think I'm probably not going to go for it, although it would be really funny. So this one seems like the only one that's not a debuff, so I suppose I will pick it. I'm gonna pick this one in honor of you to, you know, like try to give you a camo detection one, even though that's not how it works. There we go. Enjoy it. So obviously, I'm gonna go this way because there's more shit to do. Oh, I really enjoy how the... Rip. I really enjoy that the camo attacks are like hidden and they surprise you. I think that's really funny. This kind of sucks that... Oh, hang on. It doesn't kind of suck. Because my Buccaneer grants camo detection. I just picked that up. So how about you go right... Although actually Aubin does it too. I only need to get to round 12, so it doesn't really matter, does it? You go here. Boom. And then the wizard can go here. Yeah, I guess that would be a bit of a giveaway. I was wondering if they could do that, because I know that the sparkly tiles can spawn. And so I was wondering if it was possible for it to spawn a legendary camo attack, and it's just like, huh, I wonder if there's anything on this tile. So yeah, there might be. So let's get the boat down now. That's gonna help with, first of all, I can get the crow's nest for camo detection. And, oh, it made his range way smaller though. It did say it would do that, I just forgot because I'm stupid. But, he can pop purples that are gonna give these guys trouble. Bam. Oh, just a second. Apologies, sorry that something came up that I had to go deal with, but we're good. And none of these are useful. Let's, I said I do have a military tower, it's this guy, but I think we'll be all right. I would like to wait and buy this dude instead of having to upgrade this one, because it's way cheaper. We'll see if that pays off. Although I think we're probably good either way, given that this is only going to round 12. There he is. Get in there. So you're top route, so you can be middle route. I guess I did this kind of backwards of what you'd want, because I got the lead popping dice second. That's fine. Nice. Does the Moab mean like double health Moabs or just more Moabs? Yeah, double HP. Also, this is a map I am not good at, because it's one of the the multi-lane Andes. You go in the middle. And then we'll flank you with these guys. You go here. So I guess camo's gonna be a problem because I can only put the wizard on one side or the other. But it's also still very early. Can you see camo? You cannot. Let's see. I'll put the wizard on this side and then get another wizard on the other side. So you should have that. You should have that. That'll do. I do, but when I upgrade him to camo vision, it makes his range way smaller. Which still is workable. In an emergency. I could probably get him close enough on the top side here. If I had to. What level are you spawning at? You're spawning at level 5, so that's fairly close to just granting camo detection anyway. I think we're good though, because the next round's going to be... It's going to flip again, but I'll be able to put another wizard down. We'll get magic quickening. I guess I need enough money to afford the wizard. Let's see. Okay, good. All the camos are spawning on this side, so we're okay. We're okay. Got away with it. I shouldn't say that. I have not actually finished the map yet. I was pretty confident. Come on. There we go. So you can go right there. Now we're, we insured. Let's see. So I could upgrade this dude, or I could wait and get another druid. Actually, I say I could upgrade. I don't think I actually can. We'll do magic precision. I think your next one is too expensive anyway. Yeah, so never mind. I cannot upgrade. I just have to wait. Okay, that wasn't actually too bad. As long as I get the more difficult maps while the round lengths are still fairly short. Also, that was a pretty good one to get double HP Moabs on, since not a single Moab spawned. So it's hard to complain about that. What do we got? Improves glue. I don't use the glue guys very often. Faster attacks, but faster balloons. I don't think that's a good idea. More range, longer projectiles, shot spread reduced to 0. Nice! Congratulations. Also, thank you, Polyo. I'm glad you're still trying to figure out what the hell's going on here. Does this just mean my guys don't miss? Or does it, like, when they throw out, like, 5 thorns, it, like, mushes them all into 1 thorn? How does that work? Or is that not... We don't know. Does that make sense what I'm asking? Because I know that I have this one that makes my guys attack faster but with more shot spread. So it sounds like this just fixes that. Interesting. Interesting. I'm going to get it. Let's see how it does. Yeah, because I've got this as well. So they're kind of like fighting each other. Let's just see what happens. All right, so let's start with you. Go right there. Then we'll get you down. Perfect. Wizard. I kind of want the wizard around the edge of the active range here. That probably does it. Interesting. It might actually, that would make sense if it was like if it was based on the order. That would make sense that like apply this effect, apply this effect, apply this effect, that kind of thing. and you go right there. Okay, send them. You get lead popping. You get regrow. All right, now we're cooking. I'm not really using the helicopter much yet. I kind of got that as insurance more than anything to make sure that I'd be able to to hit certain things. I'll use it for the boss for sure. Although I guess the helicopters are really good for Vortex specifically, since he can't electrocute them because they're too far away. Not really feeling any of that. So I guess I could have gotten the ninja, but I didn't do that. So too late now. Nice. God help you. I'm still very much at the point where every time I beat a boss, I'm definitely gonna have at least one relic that I haven't saved yet. So I just kind of take them as they come, right? Like the fish one I got earlier. It's like, yeah, okay. Doing the ones that are you have some kind of actively detrimental effect is gonna be really interesting. Yep. That was it. It does seem like the kind of thing that just is going to take forever, since it only lets you save one, and there's like a billion, and you only get to do it like 4 times or 5 times. Because at some point on the infinite mode, it stops letting you save them, right? Oh yeah, check that out. Look at him go, or not go. Right. So it's like it just kind of seems like the thing is just gonna kind of takes forever. And also, like, I guess you got to get the different you got to get all the different tiers of it separately, right? Like if you get a common one, you still got to also get the rare one. That stuff. I was wondering if it ever gets to a point where you've got enough like buffs and things that, like, finding the common versions of things gets harder than finding like the rare versions. So this one is a purple balloon spawn, which is concerning since I'm not good at hitting purple balloons. However, I have an idea. If I do that, and do that, and do that, the helicopter can see camo. So then if I put it on pursuit mode, we should be cooking. You get up there. Actually, you get down here, so that if there's a bunch of regrows, it doesn't, like, screw me. Alright, now pursuit, go. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Because, yeah, since the common ones and rare ones are cheaper to bring in, definitely seems like there are scenarios where you want to bring in multiple cheaper ones, right, instead of just one like big one. He's getting a little confused, but he's got the spirit. None of those. None of those either. I'll get a boat. Can you... Let's make you pop leads. There you go. Oh yeah, I have seen that one. I feel like that would be a pretty good one for me to pick up in this run in particular as well. Is the druids embiggening the druids, right? That'd be I feel like that'd be a pretty good pickup. Let's slam this dude on the other side of Aubin here. You've got lead, so you'll get this one. Interesting. I do have a helicopter. I guess I should have gotten the other one. Whatever. Ooh. Interesting, yeah. I haven't gotten to Adora yet. Again, I haven't played a ton of this. I just like what I have played. I'm like, wow, this is great. Let's see. Soon I'll be able to get another guy. Throw him below up in there. Oh, I think we just won the map anyway, so it doesn't matter. Nice. Alright, not too bad. What you got for me? I'm thinking definitely this is a mentor kind of situation. I could do the helicopter pilot. 49% off would be... we didn't want to give you 50, but yeah, it's close enough. Or I could start upgrading this guy so he doesn't come in like with, you know, nothing at all. I'm thinking that's the better bet because I use this dude way more often than I'm using the helicopter. So let's start on that, and then I can as we go, you know, gradually get him to that level. And we got another purple. Okay, this is another map I can do. That's fine. It only goes to around 20, so it's okay. Let's do the wizard, and then you go there. Awesome. You can go right there. That looks good. And I'm going to give you that. And then you should fit somewhere. Alright, that looks good enough. And and since you have that, you get the middle one. Alright, send it. Gotta spin this guy. Just to make sure I'm not... Spinning this doesn't do anything, right? You just can do it. Awesome. It is fun, so I'm glad it's there. But if there was some, like, you know, secret meaning to it that I was missing, I was curious. We'll go for the alt tower. And you... There we go. Yeah, you go right there. And then you can have this. Right? They're right here. Let me use them. I do like the shove effect on those guys. They just don't go anywhere. That's awesome. None of those either. All right. That's another thing I really enjoy in this mode is just stacking up a bunch of abilities. Just make something completely stupid that just like, you know, stuff comes on screen and it's just gone. Exactly, yeah. So I'm not sure if you were here for the boss fight, but I beat the first boss, that was Vortex, and then from that boss fight I got an artifact that gives my level 4+ guys the ability to shove the blimps back like that. And so this dude, when I get him up to this, the populist level, is a level 4. So all of my populists can shove the blimps back. And then the whole deal with these guys is that they attack really fast. So I just have really fast guys that can shove the blimps back. It's so you can see they're not making a lot of progress. So that kind of works out pretty well on the on that. We actually are getting to we're getting to a mini boss here. This is, I believe, Blunarius, and oh, I don't like this map. It's not like a hard map. I keep losing on this one. I don't know. This one's gimmick is that as you hit it, it will sort of barf out additional balloons, and they'll. So you want to basically want to not lose is kind of the gimmick of this one. That's really the idea. But it also means you want to have like some coverage of later sections of the map, but not too much because you still need to hit the guy, you know. Let's give you that. I'm kind of thinking helicopter. Do I want to go helicopter? I do want to go helicopter. Because the helicopter can kind of pick off the ones that are getting a little too far. Get a little too far down, you know? And let's get you there. Interesting. That makes sense, though. I will say I tend to not use the vine path very often, and I don't know why, because it's a perfectly good path. I just kind of don't tend to use it. Yeah, so here's this guy. For one thing, I've got this Helichopter that will sort of automatically follow it. Also, with the boss fight minigame, it works a little bit differently than the boss fights at the end of the rounds. So, the, honestly, yeah, the, you pop it, and then the counter goes up, and then you pop it again, and the rewards are given based on how many times you popped it. And I should have noted how many pops it wanted, but I did not. So we're just gonna wing it. I'm gonna say it's at least double digits to get any kind of reward, but we should be good on that. I'm gonna get military to buff my Helichopter. Let me get populist here. There we go. They're putting in work there. They're doing good. What level's Aben at? Okay, we got the camo thing. Ooh, because that's one thing that I have wanted is to know what the rewards are. Oh, and it says them right here. Yeah, I feel like I should have. I feel like I should have found that. That's something I was complaining about. So we just need 12. We'll definitely hit 12, which is pretty good. I would like to get another one of this guy. There we go. Get in there. Kill. Bam. I can already get another one of this guy, so I have the money for it. None of these. All tower quickening rare, we'll get that. Oh. Get in there. Kill. Yeah, the ones I tend to do the best on as well are the least cash ones. It seems like I not always, but usually if I'm gonna get a decent reward on one of the minigame types, it's gonna be the least cash. Like I said, I'm not good at all at the races. I play it way too safe. The bosses I can usually do okay on. Like we're gonna get a common. Am I gonna 27's kind of high. I don't think I'm gonna get a rare, but the yeah, I feel like the least caches are the ones tend to be the strongest at. And it doesn't, I wouldn't say I'm great at specifically doing least cache, so I was wondering if they were just kind of exactly, yeah. So I was wondering if the least cache ones were maybe like I don't know, not stacked right or something. But yeah, no, I don't. I will, whenever a race pops up, if I feel like it, I will do it, and I will not send a wave early a single time to make sure that I have the slowest time on the board because I think it's funny. Like I'll play the race as just like a completely normal map where you don't have that option. All right, what did we get? This gives dart monkeys. I don't even look at the bosses, honestly. In this mode, I really enjoy how the bosses are implemented, but I don't really like them in sort of when you just go in and you just fight a boss. I do not. I remember reading that Gravelord Lich is not in this mode for balancing reasons or something, so I do not know how that one works at all. Okay, primary attack range increased 40%. That's not helpful because I don't have any primaries. Alchemist is a magic monkey. I probably won't use him. But, I mean, this is technically useful. Or I could get Dart Monkey. Projectiles apply permafrost is interesting. I'm not super feeling any of these. I think the Dart Monkey's funnier. I'm gonna get that. That's ridiculous. Yeah. No, I don't even attempt the bosses in the normal gameplay. I actually think it's really impressive they managed to do the bosses in a way that I do like them in this game, because I really don't like them. Alright, so this is a map that's really good to have lots of boats. Honestly, yeah, respect. Let's see. Go ahead and throw you down. I'm thinking I'm just gonna cover this first island in guys. We'll give you the lightning. And you're still getting the Aubin buff. So we'll give you... I meant to give one of them the regrow, but I'll just give that to the next guy. And then... boat. So that lets them see camo for these first couple rounds. And I can upgrade it to a destroyer. Right, yeah, it kind of... I feel like it balances the field a little bit, right? Like, yeah, the bosses do all this crazy shit, but I also get to do all this crazy shit. That's not great. We leaked a lot there. Maybe I should have upgraded this guy. Can I take it? Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, definitely. I'm not... I almost never do, any kind of farming. So it's like, let me in there. Let me just start fighting the guys. I just want to get in there and start hitting them, you know? I don't want to set up. I don't want to do none of this crap. Just let me at them. We'll do All Tower Inspiration. And we'll get that so that they both can push the blimps. And then I want to get a third one down because we're having issues with the purples escaping. I'd rather they not do that. I can squeeze one in right up here. Oh, they'll keep going. There we go. Oh, it even gets the camo from the ship. Nice. And I did it wrong again. Remind me next time not to do it wrong. I keep doing the wrong one. I get magic inspiration. Now let's get this guy in there. I might actually remember to do it right this time. You get in there, and then there we go. Oh, that one? The monkeys in range of the hero has saved my ass so many times. I guess it's kind of similar to what Aubin does for the druids, right? Where he gives them camo, but just for everyone. I think every single run I've won, in addition to the helicopters thing, has had that ability in it. Because it's just like, like with Gwyn or whatever, like I'm spamming boomerangs. Like these boomerang guys are not gonna hit the camo. You know, my Ring of Fire tac tower, or like the bomb shooters with Striker Jones is like, yeah, I kind of need some for these guys to hit the camo. So that one's a friggin' godsend. They did a good job on that BFB there. They really. I fucked this one up a lot, and we still did pretty good. Right? Yeah, we're getting to the point where Aubin's picking it up pretty quickly, but it's still not immediate. You know, I need some kind of camo solution. Ooh, this one here. This is the one that becomes immune to different monkey types every so often. So that's the one that I specifically need different damage types for. Let's see. Yeah, there's right, because that confused me too, because I picked that one up, And it's like, oh, that gives the ability like the village does, right? Like the any you can hit any balloon type. Why are my guys missing camo? And it's like, okay, well, it doesn't say they can see camo, it just says they can hit every balloon type. And you would never have a village with that effect that doesn't also have the camo effect. So it kind of feels like they ought to be the same effect. As usual, right side has more stuff. So we're going this way. So that confused me for a good minute there. And then of course going down, there's more stuff than going up. So let's do. Oh, good, it's on logs. You love to see logs. Can we get some pogs in chat for logs? Let's go ahead and throw Abin. And this dude. And one of you. Thank you. So the reason that logs is so good is that the distance the balloons travel is just enormous. Like they got to go all the way up and down and up and down and over and under and over. So you got plenty of time to hit them is the idea. Yeah, unlike some of the other ones where there's yeah, where there's, you know, either there's like not a lot of room or there's, you know, the paths are really in an awkward place, or just the paths are kind of short. This one just gives you an eternity to hit all the guys. So I'm always excited to see this one pop up. Same with that resort one I was excited about a while ago. Because on resort, the path is like, they go across the top, and they go down, they do a little loop, and then like a medium loop, and then like a big loop, and then they leave. So you got lots of time to hit them, and they cross over themselves quite a lot. So you have, you know, even more time to hit them from that. None of those. There was a wizard. None of those are great either. Last Resort is ridiculous. I was so mad playing that, and like I played, you know, the first round to just get a feel for what the balloons did, and they went like down and like around the big loop and then over, and they ignored the two smaller loops. I'm like, okay, you know, fair enough. They're gonna ignore the small loop. That's fine. So I make my defense and stuff, and we get to like one of the Moab rounds or whatever, and it just goes. It just leaves. It doesn't even go around the circle at all. It's like, you can't do that. It's not fair. That's illegal. Cut it out. If I lose this, or if we win it like fairly early, I can show you some of these, or maybe if we get really unlucky, I can just show you the maps in the challenge here. Is it in the little circle, or is it 0? Man, rip tack towers. But yeah, the some of the harder maps in this just go absolutely crazy. There's one that stands out to me just because of just like the thought of it is it's called Geared, and so the path is like they come in from the side and they go up and over and then just out like that. But the gimmick is you're on a big gear in the middle, and every round the gear turns. So when you have like a tower here, like the next round he'll turn and he'll be here. So half the time your guys aren't even like next to the path to attack it. And that one I think is very funny. Oop, what do we get? Support legendary. If I had any support, that'd be great. Oh yeah, right! I forgot, they just put some crap in the way. And they also have like on the little like there's little snowbanks that you can't put your guys on, and there's like the little table in the way. Like they just got all this crap everywhere. You just can't put guys down. There's the glacier one where your guys freeze every 10 rounds. You have to. So like yeah, that one's and there's also like no room to put towers. One of these I did get that glacier one. Yeah. Covered Garden's really funny too, because someone just really sat down and was like, you know what would make this game better is if like you couldn't interact with 3/4 of it at any given time. Erosion's also crazy. People are good at this game. Maybe we'll see some of those, but hopefully like on the early ones where it doesn't matter too much. I don't want to have to do like DDTs and stuff on erosion. I guess I got the helicopter to help, but I can't see camo. Should I be upgrading someone? Yeah, it should be good. It should be good. I know on Covered Garden, because this is what I did, is you can like just about fit helicopters along the left side, so you can just kind of ignore the gimmick. So every time so far I've done it. Oh, we got a least cash. Let's see if I can make good on my promise of being pretty good at least cash. I bet I completely screw this up, and we don't do well at all. Alright, now Oppin, you get in there. We'll give you those. So, what are my goals even? 20,000? Okay, cool. That's plenty. Interesting. I guess if that's because it's kind of like I want to call it like meta cash spending instead of like actual, you know? Let's get you here so you can really shimmer a lot of guys. I'm gonna send that, and we'll see how that goes. Because I'm thinking that buying a second one of this guy is gonna be cheaper if we can last long enough. You can click on this axe, and it does this. Oh, magic precision work, give me that. Yeah, true. The Moab really struggling is really funny to me. You're so right. I think you should submit that. You're gonna win. None of those. You. Right, so I can get another guy down now. You go there, and I'm gonna give you that upgrade. All right, send it. That's awesome. I don't remember. Have there been any community maps that have been put in the like beginner, or are they all at least intermediate? Like no one wants to submit one that's just really easy. We're getting good artifacts on this. Oh, take that. Yeah, no, that makes sense too, is that there'd be a lot more reason to upvote one that's like hard with an interesting gimmick than like, what if Monkey Lane, but again? You know, that does make sense, is interesting, difficult map is like, I see why that would get, you know, I see why that would get the points, right? And I guess usually if you're going to add some kind of unusual gimmick to it, it's probably going to make it harder, you know? I guess you could have a gimmick that makes it easier, but I don't know, why would you? None of those. Sure. I gotta say it, looking pretty good on the least cash thing. How big is your range? Oh, it's huge. Oh, you must have leveled up and gotten more range or something. Nice. I made a really good map. I should have submitted that. I'll have to show it off after we're done. Now you're cooking. I think it'd be good to have a map where there's like a very obvious path, you know, but the balloons just kind of go like down this, you know, and like they just leave. Like they don't follow the path. Just like, we're out of here. Bye. I think that'd be a good idea. They come in and then just turn around and leave again. Let's go. So because I did really good on the least cash, we get legendary artifacts, which are more better. Slower projectiles, but more damage. Bombs and Striker Jones deal way more damage to Moabs. Bomb shooters are slower. Or probably this one. Yeah, exactly. The balloons, they come in, they see what's ahead, and they just turn around and they just go right back home. I think we're just going to take this one, because that is fantastic, given that I'm only using magic monkeys. Hand it over. Oh, we got Last Resort. I shouldn't be excited about that. This map's really hard, but, you know, so be it. So, the gimmick here, we saw Resort earlier, where the path is like, they come in, and then they do like a loop, and they do a loop, and they do a big loop, and they leave. So, yeah, we did it. On Last Resort, it's like on round 1, they come in, and they do the big loop, and they leave. And then on round 2, they come in, and they do the medium loop, and then they leave. And then on round 3, they come in and do the small loop, and then leave. And then round 4, they just go straight across and don't do anything. and then it cycles that, and it's like, oh great, I was really hoping that you guys would just go straight through and just fucking ignore everything. And also, all of the like snow drifts you kind of can't put guys on, and you can't put them on this like table, so there's nowhere to put your dudes. Is great. Yeah, I think they do get a very slight speed anti-boost if they're just going straight across. I have generally found that putting my guys up here is the best bet, because I can at least stack them wide, you know? Like here, you can't stack them wide, but if I put them up here, I can. And it doesn't matter that half of his range is off the frickin' screen, because half of his range is also not hitting the track here either, so it doesn't matter. So we're gonna just stuff them all right up here at the top. And maybe throw down the helicopter, because like, God help us. I also think I can sell this and put a boat in the water. That might be useful, actually. Let's get that. I'm thinking the wizard should go here, so I don't take up the prime druid spots, you know? So we'll do the wizard there. And we'll get another druid here. You've got the lightning, so you should have this one. There you go. Let's get rid of this. So that makes that, you can pay $1,000, that sinks into the void, and I can throw a boat there. So we'll see how that does. Okay, boat, go. Also, the spot inside the loop right here, as was reminded to me, where it's a really good spot to put a tower, they've put a freaking lamp here, so you can't do it. It's great. It's like, thank you. I really wanted to not be able to put a tower there. This is perfect. I do think the concept of like, what if we made one of the easy maps way harder is really funny. Oh, the knockback though, that's good. That's good. We got that going for us. I'm gonna upgrade this to help with the purples. I kind of don't want Crow's Nest because it's gonna make the range way shorter. So let's just go without. Magic Quickening for sure. think we want... No, not you. I think we want to save for another one of the druids. There we go. You get in there. So you have lead pop, so we'll give you the regrowth thing. Thanks for coming by the way, for the balloon stream. I appreciate it. I hope that I'm not playing so badly that it's like, oh, what the hell are you doing? I sometimes get a little bit like when I'm playing the game and I'm like, I really enjoy this game, but I know I'm not great at it. And I get people coming in from the game tags or whatever. I'm like, oh no, they're all going to be better than me at the game. I had that a lot with them when I played Fantastic Contraption, which is, I love Fantastic Contraption, but it is definitely not a game I'm amazing at. And a couple people from the Fantastic Contraption community found that I was doing that, and they came to join in. And it's like literally everyone in the chat right now is significantly better at this game than I am. But I think part of the fun there was like, how do I, we already know like the best way to beat all these puzzles. How does like, how do you beat it? You know what? Fair enough. Ooh, that was dangerous there. Some of them tried to escape. We've also got a thingy on a route that doesn't. I don't know that I would say I'm particularly good at any particular game mode. Chimps gives me a lot of trouble because I come to rely on not like the one that gets me the most is just not having the I don't know, just everything so much, right? It's really you can't make mistakes, you know? I do the one like ability that gives you the like magic shield that gives you like 25 extra hits and like recharges. I do kind of I really miss having that when they take that away. I'm like, I really want the magic shield back. Can I please have that? Is everyone leveled here? 2, 3. Oh, I see. The guys at the end are not close enough to be in the boost from each other. That's okay. You know what? I respect it. I respect it. Have I got a map for you then? Wow, I'm going to show you this. You're going to be like, this is the best map I've ever seen. That's a lie. You're not going to say that. It's actually a really bad map. None of these. Because I was doing a thing where I was making... I wanted to make... Okay, so I really like the game World of Goo and World of Goo 2. No, I think it is. I think it is. And so I wanted to make a map named after one of the songs in that game. Specifically the song There's Something About This Island. So I made a map called There's Something About This Island. But it would not let me name my map There's Something About This Island. And I believe the reason that it would not let me name it that is because the word something has the word meth right in the middle there. And I think I was getting like auto-filtered. So I had to call it There's Some Space Thing About This Island. Which kind of worked. But then I checked a couple days later and they had changed it to like unnamed. So they friggin' came back and got me anyway. It's like, what the... I'm trying to name it after a World of Goo song. I'm not saying there's meth on the fucking island. Anyway, this is a exciting map because the lanes are all very short and like you can't... Anyway, this will be fun. Fun time coming up. Let's see. I tend to just stack everyone on one side and just hope they can reach far enough, so we'll just do that and see how it goes. But yeah, this is one of the expert maps. So they come in from all 4 of these, and then just whoop, and then that's it. Interesting. Interesting. I know it's like Cofagrigius, the Pokemon, where you couldn't Wonder Trade it unless you nicknamed it because the sensor would catch a word in the middle there of that Pokemon's name. I think Nosepass and Probopass had the same problem. If you're here, do you still get the Aubin boost? You do. How about you go over there? And then that. And so you're Leads, so you can be that. Well, at least you're able to help him out, right? Let's see. Now, I do realize I didn't put down anything that can hit camos, so we're just going to fix that with this boat real fast. Can you see camo? No, you can't. Okay. But another guy here will be able to. Yeah, I kind of fucked that one up. I forgot I needed the wizard. I was thinking about my stupid map. Let's run that one back. I'll put a wizard where I had that one druid. So I do have the option to skip levels if they're too hard. That's an interesting translation choice. Yeah. So how about we put the wizard in, who's like absolutely vital to the strategy. Let's get that guy in there. Can you go on top of this rock? You can. Great. So you go there now, and then you go there. And let's try not to screw it up quite so bad this time. And maybe you'll come out of this with a couple lives left over. That looks better. I like that the Moabs aren't very scary because I just constantly push them back. That's kind of awesome. That's not a great. That's a pretty bad one. I agree. It sounds like they got a couple problems over there. Is your range is not quite big enough to reach this side? That's fine. I'm liking all the brambles right here. That seems good. Ooh, precision or inspiration. Let's do more range so that they can reach the other side a little bit better. And sooner or later, I'll get to buy another guy. Here we go. So you should be the top route. Look at the bolts. I really like the bouncy projectiles. That's such a good feature. Oh, good. Okay, I was worried there for a second when I saw 1,000 purples come, but we got away with it. None of those. I technically have helicopters, but I haven't placed it. At some point, I think his range gets bigger. Maybe it's level 11, because I know on the least cash we did, his range looked like it got quite a bit larger. So I was seeing if I could have enough range to put guys on the other side here, but it doesn't look like that's the case yet. If I put you here, do you get the Aubin boost? You do. Okay, so you go there, and you're going to do middle path again. Excellent. Now we're cooking. That's going to be good when he gets that. Oh, maybe that's it. Sorry, for some reason I was thinking that in the least cash, I put him down and then his range like embiggened. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. I might be wrong. You're probably right. Actually, is on the least cash map. I even commented how I was getting a lot of good artifacts. I probably got a bunch of all tower boosts, and that's probably what boosted him rather than something he leveled up and got. So I guess I'll need to keep an eye out for all tower range boosts, but I already kind of do keep an eye out for that. So this BFB is it's not doing too well, is it? It's kind of having trouble. This is really interesting because suddenly I'm like not... The blimps are not like that scary. The thing I'm worried about is just like rushes of like a lot of purples. Yeah, I've noticed that, is that the all towers are like not nearly as strong because they, you know, do all towers. My general go-to is like my usual like thought process is more or less like, if I see one that is a single, look at this dude's range, a single buff for the tower type I'm using, right? So like in this one, like if I see any single buffs for magic monkeys, I just pick that, right? And if I don't see any single buffs for the one I'm actually using, then I'll go for any all tower ones, right? And if I don't see any of those either, then I re-roll it, and then like same thought process. Because like at least with the all tower, I get something, you know? And like I could re-roll it to try to get a specifically magic monkey buff, but there's also the chance I don't get anything I could use at all. So that's kind of my thought processing. It's so funny how much it slows down as this guy tries to, like, because the next round can't start till we get him, so he just keep coming. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, because there's the one that gives all the heroes like their own, all the heroes get the things, right? And then you got the one to make the primaries count as all. That's awesome. This is so fun. It just can't do anything. That's coming from the vortex buff, right? That it just is just it's just not doing anything. None of those. None of those neither, but at that point, whatever. Oh yeah, true, they would. It's like, no, get back in there. That's awesome. I feel like I've not seen this before, so either I haven't... Either every time I beat Vortex, it's the last one, or I just like don't use a 4-level tower or something. Because I feel like I've not seen this interaction before. But the fact that my gameplay for Aubin has been spam level 4 towers, this is perfect. Yeah, that's true. The one of the runs I did with the helicopters, I got one helicopter in the bank as a 320, and then I got a second 320 in the bank, so I went ahead and upgraded the second one to be a 420, because you know you get the like discount for buying it out of here, right? And I was able to like place that on maybe 2 maps, and that's even like with the discount. So now, it did a great job against the boss. Like, that was one of the 2 I could place it, and like, no question, it kicked some ass. But it was like, If I just had one helicopter and I upgraded it to, 420, I'd be in trouble because now I can no longer use that helicopter. I also really enjoy the wizard projectiles, like just coming out to like here. That's awesome. Hopefully getting Dark Castle here sort of fills the quota for the game. And so I don't have to run into Dark Castle phase, which is really funny, but... Alright, so this is we got the sparkly tile, so what that means that this is a legendary, right? And so we get a better reward if I can beat it. Okay, am I nuts? At some point, this map was like they would come in and go... And then also there's the other way, right? Because now they come in and they go around the eye and then they leave. But like at one point they didn't do that, right? That's a new thing? Right, yeah, you just get a tower. It's like, okay, I'm never going to place it. Okay, good. Because I kind of thought I was losing it. Because I was so used to them not going around the eye. And then they did go around the eye. And it's like, why are you guys doing that? What's going on? I could put a wizard, or I could just like buy this, and then he can just hit the camo. And the wizard's gonna struggle on this map because it's got two things to defend. So I'm just gonna do that. All right, and we get another one. Let's really get you stuck in there, and then you get that so you can break leads. All right, send it. Oh, there's a blimp already. Oh, I might have made a mistake there. Yeah, I sure did. All right, let's try that one again. Let's roll that back. Roll that back. That's interesting. Is this one? This is an intermediate, right? What difficulty is the swamp one, the Blunarius Prime? Is that also intermediate or is that advanced? Because I feel like that one's like insanely hard for where it's placed. So what killed me was a whole bunch of regrows, so I want to have this dude to make them not do that. Fair enough, yeah. I've never felt like I had too big of an issue with this one. But I definitely think it's a good, it's a change for good, you know, for sure. You go here, and I'll give you that so you can hit leads, and then we'll put one. I guess I can put the wizard here, so now you can get all those camos there. Can't quite buy that. Trying to think if I need anything else. I'll try to get this as soon as I can. Oh yeah, because off the coast is if it's gonna give me an advanced map, that's what I'm always happy to see. So yeah, I guess that probably means it's not quite there. I was just talking about this, like I feel like Carts and Darts, which is an intermediate map, could be in beginner. I'm glad it's not, but I feel like that's the like very bottommost line that you can put it at. Alright, we're kind of cooking with this. I would like to get more druids down. You actually, Rake is really hard too, yeah. Like I don't think of it because like both paths look like they, you know, they got some zigs and zags to them. Like this should be fine, but Every time I try to play it, it just it kicks my ass. So, yeah. That's funny. I like the lily pads blocking line of sight. That's really good. You get in there. You middle, top, so you'll be top. Yeah, Shoots I feel like has really short lanes for where it is, and it's also like there's the crap in the way that you got to remove, and there's like not a lot of overlap between the two. That's a pretty tough one. Yeah, that's true. Honestly, though, like that's a good way to judge like how tough is this map. It's just like okay, imagine you got to do this boss fight on this one. How happy are you about that? You know. But yeah, I feel like that they just go around the eye change is not only a really good change just like difficulty wise, but also like, it's close enough. It doesn't look that out of place for them to do it, you know? Without having to update the paths or anything, just like, just send them around, that's fine. So it's a very good you know, low impact, I almost want to say. You don't have to like redesign the map to make it work. It's just like, you can just go around that. I gotta remember to stick to the plan, because every time so far that I've tried to not stick to the plan and go, I probably don't need X, it has not worked. I've just got my ass kicked. So I really gotta remember to like really just stick to the plan and get the druid down, get the wizard down, get Aubin down, like just play it straight, you know? Don't get crazy with it. No need for that. I'll go for Altower Common. So that should buff his range a little bit, but probably not enough to make much of a difference. You go there, and we'll get you lasers. God help ya. I couldn't do it on Rosalia's workshop or wherever I had, like, God help me on that one. How big are these ranges? Yeah, this is pretty sizable range for Wizzo. Yeah, I think that's fair. I probably didn't even need to bother attempting it earlier when I saw it went to 49. It's like, you know what? I'm not gonna make it to 49. That ain't happening. But I might as well give it a shot. Got a little greedy as well with it, which certainly did not help. But you know, so be it. You get in there. I don't recall which one I have more or less of, so. I guess actually, because of the Vortex ability, I should upgrade this first so we can start doing the Balloon Shove. I like the new one with the Sunset Gulch or whatever, where it's got the like railroad that the let's go logs, woo! I like that when the Moabs go along the little railroad, they like it makes a train sound. That amuses me. I do like as well that the knockback makes it take way longer because it knocks them out of like the hit range, so I can't hit them anymore. The new one, the new one with the like teleport portal. I feel like that one is fairly easy for its difficulty category, but not unreasonably so. But I can't remember which difficulty category it's in. Where it's like got the spiral up top right, and then the portal, and you can flip it to go out to the left or out to the right. Yeah, that one. What difficulty do they call that? Is that an intermediate or an advanced? Yeah, I was thinking that it was an advanced, and I was like, hey, this is kind of easy for being an advanced, but I don't remember for sure. Like, I was expecting it to do some trick where it, like... When I saw the map... Is that the one where the boss ignores the portal and it just kind of... it just goes across and just ignores the portal? See, I was waiting for it to drop some shit like that on me, like, for real, right? Like, the Moab lane was just gonna be starts on the left, whoop, straight through to the right or something. Or like it would like automatically switch the which path it was going every so often. That was my first thought when I saw the map. I was like, oh, okay, I see what's gonna happen is the output portal is going to swap every round. So, but it doesn't do that. You usually have to pick which side you want. So. But even the funny boss path is. Oh, we're actually, I thought this was around 29. We're around 30. So as soon as we finish this situation, we're good. Awesome. And it's been so long, I forgot that was going to give me the legendary artifact. Let's go, woo! Okay. They got this one for Desperado. This one for support, which I don't have any of. And this for ability stacking, which is not useful because I have the thing that auto-fires my abilities anyway. Woo! So I'm thinking that whichever one of these I pick up will just be the one that I stash, or I could sell it, you know. I guess this is the best one because I technically could use it. Let's get that. So, the question here is, do I want to heal because I just lost a bunch of lives for no reason because I'm an idiot, or continue to buff this dude, you know, to up to here? I want to heal because I want to be able to skip levels. That might be a mistake. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Let me go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Give me just a second, and then we'll decide if we're doing this and how we're doing this. That's what I was thinking too. Like this map is super cool. I really like the big walking castle thing. But like this is a really hard map because the guys don't even spawn in till they're like here. You can't hit them. Again, this map is so cool, but yeah, I'm kind of thinking that it's a good job I healed there because I really don't want to play this one. Let's kick that one out. All right, keep it moving. Keep it moving. What have you got for me? Okay, so I could sell this for one. That gets me $9. Anyway, Monkey Aces. I don't have any of those. Military. Don't have any of those. Primary. Don't have any of those. Well, technically I do with the Desperado I just got. Heroes gain class category and earn less experience. So that's interesting because then Aubin would get all of my magic buffs. But learning less experience is really bad because I need him to level up to get the camo detection. Must think about that one. I already sold this, so I don't need it back. Oh, follow me. Does that affect druids? It does affect druids. That sucks, but that's really funny. That's interesting that the vortex knockback still works even if it's not doing damage. I would have assumed that it only knocks back if it does damage. I don't want this. Technically that could be good, but I can't transfer stun them, so that's not. So I'm thinking that this is not worth it because, right? So making Aubin magic would be good, but the 30% less experience scares me because a lot of my strategy relies on Aubin leveling up and giving them camo detection, and so if he levels up more slowly, I'm not sure that's a good thing. So, but like I have several things that are buffing just magic in general, right? Like so like this would be great, right? Like he's suddenly doing 30% more. That's crazy. But I don't know, the fact that half my strategy is I really need you to level up really fast. I'm thinking maybe we skip it. Oh, but it'd be oh. And I have a lot of dollar EDs. I mean, I can absolutely afford it. Yeah, I'm thinking we save the money and we go see what this one has. Okay, I can deal with Quiet Street. That's fine. Let's go. And they are going this way. I keep putting it in like opposite for some reason on this one. Oh, actually, if you go here, you can see them through this wall. So you get a head start. So you go here, and then we'll put the wizard. Where do we want the wizard? I guess probably like here. That's in Aubin. That's in the Aubin zone. And he'll be fine. And then we want to give you lead popping. That's a boat. And then we want you. And you should get the other one. Why do I have more money now? Right? Yeah, because it... I always forget. But yeah, when you start the new round and it's like, hey, can you beat level 7? It's like, yeah, I think I can do that, actually. That's because see, he does start at level 7, and it takes a couple of rounds for him to level up to 8. So, and I really want to get that level up like as fast as I can. So, I think I'm gonna just skip the I think skipping the thing was the move, even though it feels like a stupid move. Especially with the magic legendary thing. Like this, it's free real estate, and I just ignored it. Alright, here come purples. We'll do magic quickening. Slow. What is going on? You two are good. Let's get another one of these. And Thorn Swarm. There you go. And you're level 8 now, so that's good. You do have the Aubin boost, which is excellent. Helicopter wouldn't be that good on this map because it would struggle to do much. I'm going to get rid of this. So that I can put the boat up here. And then spam some druids on this side so that I'll at least be able to see camo. And if I get enough range boosts, these guys might have a big enough range to actually reach them. Should be pretty handy. And you've got big enough range to cover all that, so that's great. I'm waiting for this guy, though. It's also because when it resets, it makes you do, like, can you go from level 6 to level 10? Because it gives you way less starting cash, right? So if you like stacked up to where like, oh, I'm gonna put down this, you know, tier 3 helicopter every time or whatever, like you might not be able to afford the thing that you're relying on being able to afford. It's like, oh, this is not great. I needed that. That's what I was thinking about, like with the helicopters. Like I had the one at, you know, 2-3 or 3-2 or whatever, and it's like, okay, well I've got a second one. So I can make that one the more expensive one, but I don't want to make my only helicopter the more expensive one because I'll never place it after that. So it's, I do kind of like the I don't know, I like this mode a lot. I feel like the decisions you make are generally pretty interesting, and I feel like the I really enjoy the much faster pace of the rounds as well, because I feel like it can be a bit yeah true. There's obviously game-breaking stuff is and there's a couple other things around the edges where I'm like, yeah, you could probably fix that. I would love if there were like more maps, you know, that you could like the campaign map with all the hex tiles, because I mean you see them all pretty fast anyway. So I would love if they just had more of those. Would be nice. And a lot of them are really weird where. Although I guess if the argument is that going whichever way has the least stuff is the best way to go, well, either way it's a solved problem, right? Because one side is, you know, obviously shorter or longer than the other side. So there's not usually a lot of reasons where you'd want to, oh, I really got to consider which path I want to take, right? It's like, oh, I want the one with all the stuff on it, or I want the one straight to the boss. And just kind of whatever strategy you're doing, it's very easy to choose which paths to take. Also, there's one where I like you start here and you kind of can split, and then it goes up, and then one like loops back on itself. And I went like this way, thinking I could go like this way, and then this way, and then this way. And I go this way, and then this whole section gets blocked off. So it'd be kind of nice on some of the intersections if there was like a little arrow, you know, telling you like, hey, this one's gonna get blocked off if you go that other way or whatever. But just stuff like that, you know. But yeah, I feel like the main like game mode can get kind of sloggy at times, where it's like, all right, time for another 100 rounds. Let's oh, red balloons, can I beat them? You know. True. A workshop got me bad because I set up my defense on it, and only after I set up the defense I noticed that it was in reverse. So I'm like, well, okay, we'll still be fine. And then like and then I remembered like because it's got the Moab shoot right here, so it's like my guys were like just able to hit them. I really did a bad job on that one. I think I got away with it anyway because I was using mostly helicopters, so it didn't matter that I fucked up where I placed them. But if I was using normal towers, that would have been a struggle. I will just go for that. Did I even begin these guys' range enough? I think I did, because he's got 2 buffs. Nice. Oh, also I can put another guy down. Boom. So we've got a top and a middle. We'll do another these one. I'm sorry, what's that? What's a Q boost? I probably know what that is. But I don't know what that is. Oh, I know what that is actually, because there's a button somewhere, right? Yeah, this one. I've not, what does this do? Now go get him, helicopter. I guess I should have put this over here so that it'd be in the range of the pirate and get camo detection. Oh well. All these guys can see, we're fine. I really enjoy the helicopters with the bouncy projectiles. And when you get the wavy helicopter projectiles and the string bounce, it's great. Awesome, yeah. Yeah, I figured that's what it would do, was put them in a thing. And I haven't turned it on because I'm concerned that I will forget that I have them and then just not go get them. But I definitely have noticed it keeps interrupting me, like when I'm like placing a guy or something. It's like, hey, get your boost. And then it loses your guy placement, so you gotta go do it again. So it definitely seems super handy. Or like you said, when it's like, okay, I've won this map at this point. I really like how wild Aubyn's projectiles going. I keep saying it, but I love the bouncy projectiles. It's such a good addition. Actually, one thing I like about this in general is how they were able to sort of recycle a lot of features in a new way, you know? Like, because they've got the mission where you do the Dartling gunners and they have to have the bouncy... So they had to program bouncy projectiles. And it's like, they only use them for one mission, you know? So it's like, yeah, get some more mileage out of them. Just throw them in this. Why not? Or, some of the effects, like the permafrost effect that the Dart Monkey gives, or like when the engineers turn into gold or whatever. I think it's really neat how they're able to sort of reuse stuff that's already in there, but... Yeah, exactly. Is the whole artifact system and the just idea of how it plays with the faster rounds of things being contested territory, except you don't have to play in single player, which is nice. It reminds me a little bit too of that Monkey City game, except you don't have to wait several days between building shit and getting to play with it. So yeah, exactly. All the stuff where it's like, good job doing X. Now wait 8 hours, you idiot. Did you want to play more? No, go fuck yourself. So yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Oh yeah. You can skip the ad with $500 of real money. Okay, wizards have a chance to freeze or blow back and set balloons on fire. I do use wizard. I have a wizard, so that technically is a benefit to me. Primary monkeys, I don't use those. This seems like something I just want. Let's just pop that in there. A slower, no, I don't want that. Ooh! I want that, gimme. Let's see. Oh, this one, I like this one. the wacky helicopter pattern. Military, don't need that. Critical impact, don't need that. Right? This one is every time I get this, it's happy days. Is there a common version of this? Because I know the rare gives you 1 extra choice and the legendary apparently gives you 2 extra choices. So I assume the common one would give you 0 extra choices, which doesn't seem very useful. So does it just not have one, or do they have it? Yeah. I guess the common would be useful in the sense that you could get it and then upgrade it to the rare one at a campfire. So technically it'd be useful. But I don't know. It seems a bit a bit dodgy. Yeah, that makes sense. It's interesting that this one then would be rare and legendary, but not common. That'll be fun for like trying to collect all the artifacts. Is like, well, does one exist of this type in common? Or all right, what map do you think we got? Oh, that's fine. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that would make sense to scale it down. Is it like only works in one situation or the other? But okay, so this dude, you said he is purple. That's fine. We can work with that. And throws lasers and stuff. You can see me strolling. That'll be fine. They've had worse. Alright, and it's reversed. Okay, so I'm thinking if we stick Abin here, I can fill this zone with druids. We'll get the wizard down right here. Deal with camos while you're leveling up. You go right there. You still get the Abin boost. Excellent. Get another one. Just sort of stuff you into this corner right here. Great. We're going to make you hit leads. We're going to make you hit regrows. Let's get the helicopter down and put you way the back over here. You just go nuts. I'm going to get the boat and give it crow's nest so I can put a couple helicopters here. What else do I want? Put down the dart monkey. Or I just want to save for you know, buying more of these dudes. Or this. I kind of think I just want to save at this point. Alright, kill him. Now I'll put the next couple of druids back here so that they have more time to hit the boss. We'll just see how this one works out. I understand why it does not do this, but wouldn't it be great if the vortex boost also knocked the boss backwards and he just sat at the entrance and didn't do anything? That'd be awesome. Like, I get why it doesn't work like that, because that would be... Look at all this shit I could choose from. This is great. Let's get the magic precision rare. Oh no, my boat! How could you? Alright, druids are back. You, get in there. Lightning, go. You, get in there. Dude, that one, go. Kill. Let's make you a necromancer. Oh, the necromancer has the pushback effect. Let's get the magic precision legendary, I think. Look at all the wind effects. That's awesome. Okay. Get another helicopter. Boom. Go. Yeah, that was the one that took me out when I was playing with Gwyn. Was it might have been, it was either this boss or Dreadbloom is the one that I keep talking about with the rock armor and the immunities, right? It was either this one or Dreadbloom, and I just couldn't even get close to doing enough damage. It was like it was pathetic. I think eventually the just the regular blooms going by took me out, but like I was not gonna beat the boss. It was not gonna happen. I was real concerned with what map we were gonna get, but yeah, town center is a-okay in my book. We can certainly make this work. And I'm getting to use the helicopters, which is nice. Yeah, because he spawns the rock blooms, and he's got the armor, and he's got the invincibility. What does this little meter do, right? Like, give me that. This little meter here that like fills up. What does this mean? I remember that you said you could slow it down with ice powers. What does it do when it fills up? There you go. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. It's all good. A lot of what I know about the bosses also has been. Oh, I see that all my guys are on fire now. That's exciting. Get magic inspiration. Okay, they're off now. I guess that is what it does because it did fill up. A lot of what I figured out the bosses is just like, well, that didn't work. Let's try something else. We did it! Woo! I'd like to thank getting Town Center as my map and not Bloody Puddles. Oh, gotcha, yeah. See, I've got the perfect defense to that attack because I just don't use the abilities at all anyway. Look at all this shit I get to pick. This is great. I could get a Dartling Gunner or a Mortar. Look how expensive all this shit is. It's awesome. How come this one's not fully upgraded? The other ones are fully... How come he's only 501? Oh well. What do you do? I feel like this is really good because I already spammed Tower 4 guys anyway. So I'm just gonna get that. Okay, and then the one I want to send home. Yeah, this is cooking. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna send home the Desperado one, I think, because I'm not using it at all, so that'll just save me from having to get it later. And all this other stuff I actually am using. Yeah, no kidding. That's gonna go hard. It is getting late. I'm probably gonna stop here for tonight. But let me back out and show you my just incredible map that I was talking up. There's something about this island one. Oh, there's Blunarius. It was this map, by the way. I got confused because I wanted to take the path here, around this way, and then turn left here, go through this way, and then climb the hill from this side. Thank you for coming by. But you can't do that because if I turn right here, it blocks off this whole chunk. So if I want to go through this middle bit, I have to go left and then right. And usually it's pretty obvious which way is like, you know, which way counts. But I did not realize that this path was one way only. I thought I could kind of really swing around and really, you know, go around there. Okay, so are you ready for this incredible map? How do I see my maps? Yeah, I feel like that one's a little confusing and could use like little you know, indicators where the intersections are, like which ones are like, you know what I mean? Do you know how I find my own maps? Don't look at that yet, it's spoilers. Oh yeah. So there's something about this island, and you see they've apparently reinstated the name for me, but you see I had to put a space in it. So this is a pretty good map, and then I made the sequel. This one. This one did let me write something without the space. I love this joke so much. This is such a stupid joke. But I love this. I've also got... This one's really good as well. We'll I'll play this one real quick. So you start it up, you know. It's like, oh, this looks pretty reasonable, right? Like, oh, what's going on, right? But if you there's this mysterious black blob over here, so let's just get rid of that. It just puts a giant dump truck in your way. It doesn't even get rid of the blob. So I think this one's pretty good. I thought I had it spawn like 1,000 dust particle effects when it did that, but it didn't seem to do that. But it did lag out quite badly, so perhaps we just didn't see the dust particle effects. Also, I don't think this route ever actually gets used by anything. I think this one's just here as a joke. I'm not sure though. So let's get out of here. And then this one's really stupid and don't play it. But the joke here is that up until this gate, the balloons are invincible, and I have them go really, really slowly along the like this is the slowest speed it lets me put them at. And you can't hit them. So also don't worry about this little extra path here. That's doesn't mean anything. Chinook to remove ice monkey plot from other monkeys. Shout out to the land boat. It's just like in Minecraft, right? Where you can put a boat and you like the fastest travel's like riding a boat like on like ice and stuff. It's just like that. That's awesome. So yeah, like if I put this guy here, see, he can hit them now, but you have to wait for them to do all this before you can hit them. That's awesome. That is fantastic. I really like the towers that let you put stuff in places that it shouldn't go, you know? Like the I think that's really cool. Like the ice tower freezing over the water, or the that's awesome. Like the ice tower freezing over the water, or the I really like that you can put the you know, the pirate ships. That's really cool. Like put the guy on deck of the aircraft carrier. I didn't know actually that you could do the reverse with the mermaids, and that they would make water. That's really cool as well. I feel like that's even almost more useful because the oh yeah, the subs. Because I feel like the water towers are crazy good, you know, with the limitation. Oh, I should show you the route on this. It's you guys go away. I really make them. They really take a while to to do this one. Oh yeah, no. I mean, the fact that the water towers are not selling is clearly not intended. But so this is like my magnum opus in this game. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it, and thanks for all the you know, advices and just Bloons lore. Let's see it. So, oh, you know what? We can do it on. Can I do? I can't do sandbox mode in this, can I? All right, we gotta see this excitement first. So if I go here, and just like Bloons lore and stuff. Let's see. So what we want to do is we want to place one of you, and we want to upgrade you to tier 5. And then you are going to make water for a boat. So we're going to put the boat. And then okay. And then we need a helicopter. And we're going to upgrade the helicopter to here. And that gives me the ability to move the monkey. So we're going to take this and move this guy and put you over there. And the boat does indeed just stay right there. And then we can sell this, sell that. And the reason I made it an aircraft carrier is if I could then put a guy on the deck. But I have it's too close to the path, so I did a bad job there. That's awesome. Yeah, that seems like that's something they're probably gonna fix pretty soon, but that's great. Yeah. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. And I hope you had a good time. And I'm going to continue doing... I'll probably continue doing this just off camera sometime because I really enjoy the mode. And we have a great run going. But if I don't get around to it, we can finish it next week. So, yeah. Have a good one. Have an Impossible Game Challenges day. Daily. I hope you can either get some sleep or stay awake depending on what your goals are. But I'm glad you're able to make it. Take it easy.